my people. For better roads, yeah. For better hospitals and health, yeah. For lights today. For everything to work for us. For Nigeria. Yeah. No more hunger. Obi for better Nigeria. Obedient and useful. Obi, yeah. Obi, yeah. I'll be obedient and useful. Obi, yeah. Oh, yeah, oh, Obi, get it, get it, get it. Hausa man, Yoruba man, Igbo man, Middle Belt, Niger Delta. Let us come together for better Nigeria. For better life, for better health, for better road. From consumption to production.
Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all from wherever it is you're joining me from today. I remain your girl Kachi. Thank you all so much, guys, for doing this with me once again. Today is the last day of November. Drum roll! Last day of November, and we're going to be going into December in a matter of hours. Thank God for keeping us to this moment. I pray we don't lose anyone on this platform. In Jesus' mighty name, may the Almighty keep us, may He guide us and protect us through the remaining months of the year and many more years to come. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you once again, guys, for doing this with us. God bless you all. Please like and share this broadcast if you are yet to do so. If you're just joining us, endeavor to like and share the broadcast, people. Liking and sharing simply means that you want our voices to be heard. You want the message to spread like wildfire. I mean, Nigeria World Platform is a place where people come to air their views, people come to lay their complaints, people come to give solutions to problems that we're facing in our country. So, guys, help us like and share so more people can get to know what we do here, so our videos can always be suggested to more people. Thank you so much, guys, for doing this with us. Election is around the corner as today is the 30th day of November. We cannot wait for it to happen. Thank you once again, guys. And if it's your first time here on this platform, you like what we do, please endeavor to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you will be notified whenever we come on air just like this. And in the meantime, I would like to give us some in-house rules for those first timers that are here. Please note that Nigeria World Platform is a platform where we only give verified information. We do not come out here to give information that has not been verified. Even if it's going around, even if an information is going around and we're not sure about it, we don't bring it to this platform. So number one, every information we bring here are information that are verified, especially by mainstream media. We verify our information before bringing it out here. And two, please note that insults, calling anybody any ugly names is totally prohibited on this platform. Please, if you know you want to insult somebody, you want to call anybody any ugly names, please, this is not the platform for you. You can criticize, you can counter anybody constructively, but you cannot insult anybody. I decided to put that out there so you guys know the rules and regulations of this platform, please. And when somebody is talking, do not unmute yourself and distract the person. Please, guys, let's be guided. Let's do this together. That is the only way we can move forward. Thank you once again, my people. God bless every one of you. Please endeavor to use the $ to the right on the comment section to support what we do here, just like what Edo Light World just did. Edo Light Thank you. Be like say this thing now and na everyday thing now you dey do for us. Before show start, you don't give us ta 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 ta. Now God now go bless you. May your pocket never run dry. Thank you so much, Edo Light, for the super chat. We appreciate you. God bless you. God bless every one of you watching us, the viewers, and of course the wonderful people right there on the comment section. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. And God now will continue to bless all of you now. Let me take time out to acknowledge the wonderful people right there on the comment section. Okay, we have somebody already joining us on screen right now, and that will be training right there. Thank you for joining. Okay, guys, let me take time out to acknowledge the wonderful people right there on the comment section. Of course, we have Edo Light right there with us, and we have Skystream Media, Skystream America. Thank you for joining. I welcome you to today's broadcast. I can see Lucky Yamu right there. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining. And the beautiful, beautiful mommy diaspora. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Promise on the boys. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. I can see Isaac right there. Joy Usunobun. Thank you for joining. Forgive me, please. Some names might be difficult for me to pronounce, but I know you understand. Highly, highly favored. Highly favored. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining. I can see G Simon 137. J. Simon, it's been a while. Oh. Thank you for coming here today. I appreciate you. Good evening to you. Osaigbo for Okon Guy. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you for joining. Awakalu, good evening to you. Thanks for joining. I can see Joshua Aya right there. Good evening to you. Izinwagu, good evening to you. Thank you for joining. I welcome you all to today's broadcast. Do not forget that the link is already pasted right there on the comment section. All you have to do is click on the link right there and join me on screen so we all can discuss about what is affecting you and I in our beloved country called Nigeria. Because as it be so, we all have to come together, stand together in one voice. That is the only way we can achieve what we have been fighting for all along. Thank you so much. I can see Steve Gospel right there. Mr. Steve, thank you for joining. Kelvin Kel, good evening to you, sir. I am doing very well. I hope you're doing okay too. Thank you once again, guys, for doing this with me. Endeavor to like and share. Make una not forget to that like and share. It's very important. All the very important to me. So please, guys, make una help me like and share this broadcast. Use the dollar sign now. See the way Mr. Edu Light stay use press that dollar sign now. Make una help me press some. Support us with anything you can support us with. Make we buy water. Make we use the motivate ourselves and encourage ourselves. Thank you once again, people. Okay, that being said, all protocols duly observed. Let's start. As you can see on the screen, Peter Obi for 2023, Peter Obi for president. And I know say I always like to start with that. Why? Because of new people coming out here, they need to understand that this is what we stand for on this platform. We have dedicated this platform for the candidacy of Peter Obi for now up to the day of election. Okay, so that is that. And we'll move straight to the next one that says Peter Obi is too small for Tinubu. This is FFK now talking. When I know say FFK, that one he go talk left, he go talk right. The one where you know, the one where you don't know, the one where you concern him, the one where you no concern him. He has been talking, he has been singing like a bird. So now the latest one where you don't talk now and say Peter Obi is too small for Tinubu. I wonder when he be say person like Peter Obi, that a lot of people have come out to testify as to what he has done. When has he become too small? We have that one to share with you. The next one says here, no nonsense Governor Adeleke, 48 hours order. INEC assured Nigerians of free and fair 2023 election. Well, it's not Mr. again, no, it's Governor Adeleke, because now he's the new governor of Osun State. And when I know say he don't they perform, immediately he enter office, he don't they perform, meaning say he don't already plan, he already has a vision as to how he intends to rule the state, Osun State. Yeah, and he don't they do one. We know say he sack like 3 monarchs, or 4 monarchs. He sack them, begin to sack people left, right, and center. Now, Nigerians are now pressurizing INEC for free and fair election. Una know say yesterday we talk and say 50% of the materials INEC say they burn, so it go affect the election come 2023. Nigerians are pressurizing INEC now, say we need free and fair election. We have that to talk about. I also have a video for you guys of Tinubu where they talk say Tinubu is going on tours abroad to speak to Nigerians abroad. Make una no forget when Peter Obi started going abroad, soliciting for diasporas, talking to them, sharing his ideas and visions to the diasporas. People, they begin attack him. APC, PDP, everybody begin to attack Peter Obi, say, why is he going out? Why is he going abroad? Doing all of these things. When I know say people begin to attack him. They won't talk, say, they try to gather money for in campaign. Nothing where they no talk. Nah, they don't reach Tinubu turn. They talk, say, into they go abroad to talk to Nigerians living in the diaspora. So, to share his vision and everything. But Nigerians, of course, talk, say, nah lie. Say it be like say the man they go for another medical checkup or another shot or something just because of all the gaff when done the gaff all this while when they make public appearances. Mokuna no forget AP, PDP, abi AP, APC, abi PD, APC. You talk the other one, bula bula boo. You know, different things has been happening. So we have all of this to share with you all. Endeavor to like and share this broadcast because this is another interesting segment. Thank you once again, people. God bless you. Good evening to you, Mr. Ninja Watch. It's good to have you here once again. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much. Kashi, how are you doing today? Good evening to you.
Thanks
very much for the introduction. I want to appreciate every one of you right there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thanks very much for joining us. We have another day today, Wednesday, 30th November 2022. Thank you very much, my people. We are here talking about the things that's affecting you and I. We cannot continue to shy away from it. We have to face the realism today or now so that we can change it because this opportunity might not come anytime soon. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Please endeavor to share, and like this broadcast. Remember, if we don't share, we can't get the attention of others. You sharing means that you are giving, you are passing the important message from this platform, from our wonderful panelists, from our commenters, our callers. You are passing it to others that's not aware of the things that's affecting around them. So you liking is the same thing because you liking the video means that you are giving reasons or opportunity for YouTube to recommend this same video for others that have not seen it before. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Now, God bless you now. I can see that Kasha have already acknowledged every one of you right there on the comment section, but I'll quickly do a roundup again. I can say I don't like watch. Thanks very much for joining us. Everyone go, I see you right there. Thanks for joining us. Joshua, I see you right there. Good evening to every one of you. Our Carlo is there with us. Cyber Conrad, G Simon. Good evening to every one of you. Mother of all, Mommy the Aspera. Good evening to you. Mommy, thanks very much for joining us. Highly favored is with us. Good evening to you. Thanks very much for joining us. I appreciate every one of you. I don't like watch. Thanks very much for the super chat. We appreciate you for your continuous support, encouragement. I really do appreciate you, my brother. Promise to do is right there with us. Good evening to you. Joy Osun is with us as well. Isaac, I will see you right there. Thanks very much for joining us. God bless every one of you. Please endeavor to share, and like this broadcast as we start. We can see Skystream America is with us as well. Thanks very much for joining us. Lucky Yamo is with us. Good evening, my people. Steve Gospel is with us. Kelvin Kel is with us. Patty Solomon is with us. Thank you very much, my people. Dixon Momo is right there. Amazing Grace USA. Good evening, my good people. I appreciate every one of you. Let's start. Before we start right now, I would like to take this quick break. Let's take a minute break, then we take it from here. Please, while we are taking the break, you have the opportunity to share if you have not shared before, and also to like this broadcast so that others will know that we are here talking about the things that's affecting you and I. All right. Thank you very much, my people. We're back again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can see that we have 9 shares now. That's very good. I appreciate every one of you that have shared already. Please endeavor to share if you're watching us right now and you have not clicked on the share button. And if you have not liked as well, I can see we have some improvement on the likes. If you know you have not liked this broadcast, please click on the like button as well and press the like now. Thank you, thank you. The like is also known as thumbs up. Okay. It's preferable using the word lights. Is the same thing. Press the lights or the thumbs up button. It's just right there on 36. It will be nice if you guys can press more. Thank you very much, my people. I would like us to move on. Let's start with Fani Kayode. Fani Kayode just finished an interview 5 minutes ago. In fact, that was the reason why we could not come out at 5. You see that we were late like 10 minutes. It was on live the same time. So I needed that video so that we can reference to it. It just finished with BBC. That's where we click on the button to go live. So I think we are going to be starting with that. It was asked on that interview because we caught the part that is more interesting to us. It was asked that why did Bola Ahmed Tinubu, use the word disgrace to describe our own principal, Mr. Peter Obi. Fani Kayode, okay, all right. I prefer you guys see for yourself and see what you have to say. I can see more people joining us right now. I can see Rita Adams is joining us. Good evening to you, madam. Thanks very much for joining us. Good evening to you, Faith or Limited. I can see you right there. Good evening to you, Patricia Enofe, my dear sister. I can see you right there. Good evening to you. I appreciate you all. If we have not mentioned your name, it's not intentional. In most cases, we're just rushing and want to get on with it. Thank you. Thank you. So I would like us to start with this, like I stated before. The link is right there. Pardon my manner. I guess Kasha have already talked about that because we have a couple of people joining us already. So the link is right there on the comment section. Click on it. Join us on the screen. Let's talk about things that's affecting you and I together. Thank you, my people. Okay. All right. Let's quickly move on right now let's look for Fani Kayode. Fani Kayode. Okay. Yes, I got it. So let's start with this. Thank you.
From this a bit and talk about a video that trended recently. I believe that event took place in Delta State, where your principal, Bola Tinubu, took a swipe at some other candidates, presidential candidates for the 2023 election. He said he took a swipe at Atiku, talking about how many times he had competed. I don't know if you saw that video. And he also mentioned the other one. He said, I just want to quote what he said. He said, the other one, that one, he thinks he spoke pidgin partly and English. He thinks na statistics we go chop. He likes arithmetic. That no Indian can solve. To mention his name is a disgrace to me, say if I won't mention the name. Wrong statistics, wrong arithmetics. That's warehouse economics. That's not what Nigerian is. What exactly did he mean by this, and what does he mean? What exactly was he talking about?
Well, I think what he said is self-evident, and he's absolutely right. Look, this is a man's game. This game of power and politics. It's not about bandying false figures around and pretending to be in the race. The gentleman he was referring to, of course, was Peter Obi of Labour Party. He knows very well, just like Soludo has said, the governor of Anambra State, that he has absolutely no hope in hell of winning. He doesn't have any structures. He doesn't have any real support on the ground.
Let me just ask this quickly. Yes. Why does he consider it a disgrace to mention his name? Maybe we could start from there.
Well, first of all, that's his choice, and he's entitled to his choice. And perhaps we should start by saying some of the things that Obi himself and his supporters have said about our candidate will make anybody feel, any decent person feel that, look, why on earth should I even give him the credit of mentioning his name? This is somebody that...
All right. Before we move on with this video, I cannot remember. Let me put it like that because I'm a human being. But I would like to ask the audience, anybody on the comment section, maybe some of my panelists can answer us later on. Put on the comment section. Have you found any video where our principal, Mr. Peter Obi, is talking down on any other candidates, directly mentioning their names or focusing on their matter? Because I've not seen any. I'm not here to protect my principal, because what Fani Kayode is saying now, that Tinubu used the word disgrace to describe our principal, that Peter Obi have done more than that. So I'm not sure. Please let us know in the comment section, because I know some of you are here supporting Tinubu or supporting Atiku. Just respond to the comment section. Don't worry, you're not going to be blocked. It's a platform where everybody are allowed to express themselves. Okay? Thank you very much. Let's listen to this.
It will make anybody feel, any decent person feel that, look, why on earth should I even give him the credit of mentioning his name? This is somebody that morning, day and night say the most despicable things about me, my family, and about all those around me. I'm not prepared to mention his name. And I have absolutely, I don't think we should offer any apology for what Shiwaju's position is. He has contempt for the way in which some of them behave, and also contempt for the fact that they're coming up with all these.
So if there's no apology for that speech from Bola Ahmed Tinubu, then what's the essence? What's the importance? What was the reason of the peace accord? These are one of the things we are going to be addressing today. But that peace accord looks calm to me. It seems like Tinubu doesn't respect anybody. Tinubu doesn't have no single respect for anybody. So he doesn't have respect for the law, doesn't have for the people that is, wishing to come and govern. He doesn't have for his fellow competitors, candidates. He doesn't have for anyone. Arise posted out yesterday that they want all of them back again for a town hall meeting, which we call a town hall debate. They have responded already by saying that Tinubu is too big to sit in the same podium with Peter Obi, to be having a debate. You see how arrogant these people are. You see how they are demonstrating their arrogancy. They are. I don't know. Let's finish this though. I don't want to take it. Let's just.
What Shiwaju's position is. He has contempt for any decent person feel that, look, why on earth should I even give him the credit of mentioning his name? This is somebody that morning, day and night say the most despicable things about me, my family, and about all those around me. I'm not prepared to mention his name. And I have absolutely,
FFK, you just lied. I don't know. Are you trying to make us believe, even though we already believed, that you are a hungry man, or you are fighting for your own selfish interest, who can cross from one party to another anytime, any day? What are you talking about? Please, guys, provide a video or remind me. I can bring it right here. Any video where, because what he's saying right now, that our principal have consistently criticized their own principal Tinubu in a rude way. I need to say that.
Person feel that, look, why on earth should I even give him the credit of mentioning his name? This is somebody that morning, day and night say the most despicable things about me, my family, and about all those around me. I'm not prepared to mention his name. And I have absolutely, I don't think we should offer any apology for what Shiwaju's position is. He has contempt for the way in which some of them behave, and also contempt for the fact that they're coming up with all these false figures and so on and so forth. This thing that we're in is a very serious issue. We're talking about the destiny of our nation. Now, you can come out and tell lies and bandy figures around and so on as much as you like, but don't expect everybody to take you seriously. We don't take him seriously. I certainly don't take him seriously. I don't take his candidacy seriously, but ultimately it's the Nigerian people that will determine all this. I know there are quite a few people, particularly in the younger generation, particularly on social media and so on and so forth, who seem to be fascinated by this phenomenon. But by the time we get to the polls, then we will separate the men from the boys, and we'll know where we all stand.
And the APC is not worried at all about this phenomenon.
Why should APC be worried? I think, if anything, they're taking votes from PDP, if they're taking any at all, and I dispute that. But they were going to give PDP a far bigger headache than APC, because if you look at where he seems to have some support, it's from his own eastern province, his own eastern region, where definitely some will support him, not all, but we'll split it three ways. There's no doubt about that. I believe ABC will do very well there. PDP will do reasonably well. They've always done in the east, and he will get some support there. Okay. You look at the South. Yes, he will get some support in the South. Okay. I doubt he will come close to us. I doubt he will come close to PDP there. Okay. You come to Southwest, I doubt he will get up to 10%. Maybe Lagos he might get up to 10, 20%. Outside Lagos, he will get nothing more than about 5%. You go to the North Central, where's he going to get the votes? Yes, Plateau State, maybe 20%, not even up to 25. Benue, 20. You know, I know this country inside out. Yes, he will get about 3-4 states where he'll make maybe 25% in the North Central states. Core North, he will get next to zero. Okay, so where is he getting the votes from? And that is why we tend to, well, I tend to look at his whole aspiration with a sort of a jocular eye. You know, I tend to laugh a lot, and it's great fun to see him talking and all of them talking, and it's energizing. And I think that there's great promise for the future for them if they can hold together after this election, after this crushing defeat they'll face. But the real enemy for us, the real adversary, is not Labour Party. They're just too small. The real adversary are the PDP. But you look at them, look at their situation, look at their condition, and you'll know that we are coasting home to victory very soon because they're so badly divided. The OB has dented their numbers. The 5 governors that have separated themselves from them have dented their numbers. They're having internal crisis, and they've turned into a party which is essentially a party that appears to be there to serve the interests of only one segment of the society. That is the North, and have forgotten the rest of the country. That is what it appears like to most of us. APC is a national party. We're not a regional party, and we have support all over the country, and that's why we'll win.
All right, I guess every one of you saw this video a couple of days ago. Dino Melaye and the same FFK laughing, joking, and all that. After all we've seen on social media, destroy themselves. Because I don't know what you guys have learned from this video, but for me, I've learned a lot. Although I already know who they are. So, but this lady from BBC correspondent is about to ask him questions about this video. That's why we tallied everything together. Let's watch this video, then we take it from there.
That's why we'll win.
It is an astonishing to history that never happened essentially to liberty reasons of politics in Pakistan. His political footprints are still visible everywhere in Nigeria. Southeast well documented Odyssey reveals that he was born on May 17, 1933. His inclusion into politics began in 1964 at the age.
I'm looking at a picture of you and Senator Dino Melaye of the PDP. This was taken just about a day ago, and you guys look, Chomi is smiling and almost hugging. Well, this is a far different picture from what we have seen play out between you two recently, where we've seen you exchange words, and I've been at daggers drawn. Are you too good now?
Well, you know, Dino has always been my aburo, which means younger brother in Yoruba land, and I've known him for, I mean, at many years now. I mean, well over 20, 25 years. And, you know, we may have differences, you know, in terms of political alignment, in terms of political ideas, and things may get hot from time to time. But it would be a very grave mistake for anybody to think that we are enemies. I'm not his enemy. I don't believe he takes me as an enemy. We may have said harsh things about one another, but of course, we're civilized people. And when we meet, we will interact and we'll behave in a respectful, decent manner to one another. At least that's my position. That's always been my position. I don't believe in making enemies out of my political, those that are on the other side of the divide. We may have harsh words from time to time. We may disagree, but we're civilized people. We're reasonable people. And I think that was proved yesterday when we met each other and we exchanged pleasantries and so on and so forth. And that's how it ought to be. Politics without bitterness, you know?
Yeah, and you know, it was quite shocking. I think what's quite shocking for people is, you know, the misconception. You have been able to say it as it is, that, you know, that's politics doesn't mean when you see you don't hug, you don't banter. Yeah. But aren't you concerned about the picture, what it's, you know, what your supporters and what the electorate might pick out from it, the misconception and all that they might get from, you know, those times when you are
would they or would you have preferred us to exchange blows? I mean, to start insulting, then you would say, wow, look at Vaneka and Melaye insulting each other, exchanging blows. This is not the way forward. This is a very bad example. These are terrible people. No. And if for any reason we've given the, or I've given the impression, or he's given the impression, I'm sure I can speak for him, that there's some kind of war going on, it's a complete misconception. There is absolutely no war. It's politics.
All right. Unayeram, that is FFK right there. You know, that interview was just few minutes ago. In fact, the interview actually ended in 2 minutes before we came on air. So I would like us to take reactions because some Nigerians reacted to this video already. I would like us to take it from here because I was actually trying to prepare the reactions here. Let me see if I can get any of them on the screen. While we do this, we quickly take a minute break. I apologize for this. So we can All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. So I guess we have all the reactions here for you right now. We're going to be starting with this first one here. This man is so shameless. He is one of Nigeria's numerous problems. Okay, we have another one right here from Joshua who said, "You will be disappointed when the time comes. By God's grace, Bola Tinubu will not win or become the next president of Nigeria. Amen. You scavengers will not continue your impunity and squandering our resources meant for everyone. God will fight for the people of Nigeria." I have another one right here who said, "All these politically morbid individuals are fighting dating to protect themselves from the wrath of a new good kind of people in the new Nigeria government coming next year. A new Nigeria has been given by God. It is left for us to take it." All right, I have another one here. Please bear with me. Let me just quickly put this one here on the screen because our software is filled up. Cache don't load down with so many things, so I don't really have enough space here for myself. Okay, let me quickly put this here, my people. Just bear with me. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, yes, I have another one here from Thank God. He said, "Okay, he doesn't see Peter Obi has a threat to Tinubu Shadi candidacy. Come 2023, he will regret being a politician after Peter Obi is declared the winner." And another one is right here. "Those who didn't really know you well have come to realize that you have never meant well for Nigeria. You only look for where it will benefit you, not minding if the nation is collapsing." All right. Okay, one more to go, just one to go. I'm not going to take up more of your time because we are going to start talking on this particular video before we play another video. All right. So the last one here, this one is from, one moment. Okay, that's the last one. That's from PK Nation. Only those that love suffering will vote for same APC that has been in power for 7 years plus with the worst leadership record since the history of governance, Nigeria. So, my people, that is it. I would like us to just start talking on this. But I'll hand over back to Kashi. Kashi, over back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ninja, for that wonderful video you just shared with us. If I would just take a minute to deliberate on it, but before I do that, Orlando, I can see that you're trying to join us, but your device is not connected. Please unmute turn on your mic so I'll be able to accept you. But right now I cannot. Please turn on your mic, Orlando, if you can hear me. And I also want to say a big thank you to Bella now. Oh me, Bella, thank you so much for the super chats. God bless you. God bless your pockets. We appreciate you. On that video of FFK, honestly, I don't know what to say. This is just to show you that behind the scenes, these guys are something different. And when they come live in public, they are something different entirely. So I would just urge Nigerians not to kill themselves for these politicians because they know exactly what they are doing. They know exactly what they are doing. So I'm just going to urge Nigerians, don't kill yourself for these people. It is crystal clear that Peter Obi is a man of the people. It is crystal clear that these guys are threatened of Peter Obi's candidacy. You see all these things that they come out to say as if they are not bothered. They are really bothered. If they are not bothered, they will not be talking about Peter Obi day in, day out. If the man does not hold water, if Peter Obi is not, if they are not threatened by Peter Obi, they will not be coming out to say everything they are talking about day in, day out. They are threatened. It's obvious that the youths are doing everything within their powers to get back their country. So you see all these things that they are saying, they are just saying it for those who want to listen. Fellow Nigerians, please don't kill yourself for these politicians. You can hear him saying that and Dino Melaye is his younger brother, now younger brother. So minus the political differences where they get, whenever they meet themselves, they are enjoying each other. So please, guys, let's do this together. Thank you once again, people. God bless you all. Please endeavor to like and share this broadcast. I can see Josephine right there. I can see Mr. Mike Akinobari, Amazing Grace USA. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, that being said, let's start talking before we move to the second segment for today. Mr. Machiavelli, good evening to you. Thank you for joining. Please talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, my sister. Good evening, Niger Watch family. Good evening to all those in the panel. And good evening to those in the comment section. Good evening, my fellow concerned citizens. Now, wow, I do not know they are, just as we talk, they are listening to us, but they pretend. Were these not people you called 10 people typing on social media that they don't have a chance, that they cannot win a primary school? Now, let me give you who this person is. Fani Kayode. This is somebody who was having a problem with his own family, that could not even settle his own family at one time. Right? This is the same person who is a lawyer. This is also the same person, Nigeria, you'll be shocked now, that in his church, they told him he was the right person to succeed the present administration right now. He knelt down. Thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you. They were praying for him that he was going to be the next president. He is not the person campaigning for who to become president. That one now we need to call Alagiyeki. Do you see how things work? That is, he's not moving forward, he's going back. They actually prophesied to him that he was going to be the next president after this current one. He is not the person campaigning for other person to become president. You see them? And two, he made it clear to Nigerians that his own principal does not have time for you. That is a slap. He does not have time for you. So they don't care if you exist. And he doesn't even want to mention the name. We know who he's talking about. It's Obi. Very clear that his candidate does not have time. So if your candidate does not have time to speak about him, he doesn't have time to talk about issues that concern Nigeria, to speak to Nigerians. The reason why they are running, because they don't have policies they are going to give to Nigerians. So they are running because they believe that nobody can challenge them. And he quoted just now that when it's time, they will separate the boys, they will separate the men from the what? The boys. So what is equally telling you that they are just oligarchs, just as they are. You cannot shift anybody who is called oligarch. You can't shift them. They believe that is the status quo, and they are going to maintain it. It's a slap to the Nigerians. And to see people who still want to bring in certain people who understand what I keep saying, it, democracy. These people don't understand it. It's not in their diary. Did you hear when did he mention anything to that? No, he doesn't want to, because he is a lawyer. He knows that we will get him there. Because if you are suppressing the people, because democracy actually means that it is the people that elect who wants to rule them. But what he's telling them, he doesn't want to give the people the choice. He's already telling the people this is the person. That is what we call voter suppression. You are suppressing the voters. Why don't you tell your candidate to engage the public with debate? Let him tell the debate, tell them what he intends to do. If given the mandate to, if he can stand, can give him policies, and even project how Nigeria is going to work. You saw him the other day, just busy blabbing himself. No constructive ways to energize Nigeria. No. We will going to do this. We will going to do that. This is we. They are not talking about you. This is the same person you are trying to slam, to push aside, is bringing policies. He told you that he was going to change Nigeria from a consumption to production. What has your candidate projected? Agbado, how is going to be recruiting 50 million Nigerians, giving them a back? Is that policy? Can you imagine that? And this is the same, your principal that is running away from Nigerians. He's coming to talk to Nigerians in diaspora. What caused that? And so Nasi was finished. What are you coming to tell the diasporans? Or what are you coming to tell the world leaders? They asked you about climate change the other day. You were running into church rat. In fact, what are they going to project to Nigerians? APC should be ashamed of themselves for bringing Nigeria, for telling Nigeria it's a quid pro quo that you were going to bring Nigeria from top to bottom. You should be ashamed of yourself. This is the same principal that was campaigning for the same present administration, that they were going to be giving student loans. Una give student loans now. No, they are eating the loans. 8 months in solitary confinement. They eat the loans. And he was still using the same rhetoric in Ebonyi, saying that they've done well, the administration have done well, so that they are going to build on what the administration have done. Armageddon. That is what you are giving to Nigerians. You are not even ashamed of yourself, FFK. Running from party to party, looking for money. You are based on stomach infrastructure. We know you. You run from here to there because you cannot get money. You go to the other side. But thank God, the Nigerians, they are rewriting history now. They are going to turn the tables around you guys. Because they know you guys are just oligarchs. That is what you know. You cannot even when they were asking you, you cannot even prove, okay, just give us little examples of what is in your manifesto. Bring it to Nigerians. You cannot even, you have started your campaign because what you guys were saying when campaign has not started, make campaign first start. If campaign start, we'll go see how the campaign has started. What have your candidate or your party given to Nigerians? Nothing. The rule of law, you guys failed because Nigerians cannot talk now. You continue to suppress Nigeria, and that is what you do. And the last but not the least, sorry, Katri, you told us that you and Dino Melaye, you are friends. So what it means that it's telling you Nigerians that now they take the cash cruise. Now they take the cash cruise. The Dino will come out and say, now that's the FFK, everybody will be clapping on his comment section. But for us, we will change the status quo. And the time is now. It is all of us to get our PVC. And this will not be say vote your choice anymore. Vote Peter Obi for transparency, accountability, and as I tell you, hold me accountable for it. These people cannot dare tell you because they have failed woefully and they are still coming to fail. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Machiavelli, for the wonderful submission right there. I don't talk make una no die for these people, to be honest. Make una no die for them. And this interview is a perfect example for Nigerians. Don't die for these people. Don't die for them, because they will hug, shake each other, laugh, and do everything together. After all, this whole thing will go. I beg, don't die for these guys. They don't mean well for Nigerians. Thank you once again, Mr. Machiavelli. Thanks to Mr. Pansat for the super chat. God bless you. We appreciate you, Mr. Pansat, for your continuous love and support to Nigeria Watch. Thank you so much. Guys, please endeavor to like and share this broadcast if you are yet to do so. And if it's your first time here, please do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever we come on air, just like this. And most importantly, please do not forget to support us by using the $ to the right hand side of the comment section to support what we do here. Thank you all so much, and God bless you. Let's move straight to the next panelist we have here, and that will be Madam Rita. Madam Rita, good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Actually,
Yeah,
that's Orlando. She was locked out.
Okay. Sorry, Madam Rita. Apologies.
okay.
Please. Okay, Orlando, please talk to us. Orlando, are you there, please? Okay, I believe Orlando is not available right now because Mike is still.
Orlando, you're not available, so we need to move on to the next person. Madam Rita, please talk to us. Good evening to you, madam. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sir Elvis. Kachi, good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon, everybody. Comment section. I'm not going to say much about FKK. First of all, I'd like to respond to your question, Sir Elvis, when you asked, is there anybody is there any video where Peter Derokobi was either putting like any of the candidates down or insulting them? The only thing I could only think of two instances. It wasn't really an insult; it was a fact. When Peter Obi went to Port Harcourt to commission that bridge where the traders are, he was talking about Dr. Peter Odili, how they attended the same high school, and he said some people. This is what he said. He said some people, you don't know their classmates, you don't know anything about them, something like that. I think that's one part. Peter Obi, and obviously we know that he was referring to Agbado, because till date nobody knows where he comes from. I feel, as far as I'm concerned, Agbado is not a Nigerian. Maybe one of those slaves that was taken from Benin Republic to Osun State, and they just moved to Lagos and got adopted and changed name. So I feel to date Agbado is not fully, his ancestors are not Nigerians. Anyway, going forward, FFK is the barking dog of the highest bidder. Is the barking dog of the highest bidder. I really don't know what to say about somebody who is as ruthless as this man. He said, "I don't take Peter the Rock Obi seriously." Well, FFK, I don't take you seriously. I would never take you seriously because you have no electoral value. You are a known serial traitor amongst your tribe men, and in fact, amongst your friends, everybody knows that you are a serial traitor. I just keep wondering, like, is this someone I really want to hear about? Hear about the opinion he has in the political scheme of things? The answer is no, not from FKK. Not from FKK at all. He has no electoral value. He has no stance at all. He's just a barking dog that just barks from one place to the other, depending on the size of meat, a piece of bone that you give to him. So he's not he's not somebody I really want to talk about. He has no value. I don't know why these media houses keep bringing people who have less value in the political scheme of things. We're sick and tired of seeing their faces. We're sick and tired of seeing this kind of, according to that commentator, morbid individuals. You know, their life is as morbid as they are. So I don't know. As for me, you know, any person who is an abuser, or especially when you abuse women, I really don't want to talk about him. I really don't want to talk about FKK. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Rita. Thank you very much. You see, FFK cannot be trusted, and nobody can take his words very, very serious, because everybody know who he is. You know, he's fighting for his stomach. Like a lot of people normally say that this guy is hungry, so he's moving from one party to another just to sustain his living. He doesn't have any concern, any kind of feelings for Nigerians or whatever that we all are facing right now in Nigeria. These are selfish people that we cannot be taken seriously, you know. So I would like us to move on to the next person, so that, because we have a couple of videos today to talk about. So I want everybody that is contributed today to make it brief. We don't want to, you know, waste all our time on this man. Kashi, back to you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Niger. Let's move straight to Mr. T.
Kashi, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
I think she
Okay.
has a technical issue right there. Okay, let's move on now to Mr. T. Thank you very much.
Mr. Niger Watch, can you hear me?
We can hear her. Elvis, we can hear her.
Okay. Okay. I think that was my fault, or Kashi, is it your fault?
No,
it's your fault, Elvis.
It's my fault. Okay, okay, yes. Sorry about that. All right. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. T, please talk to us. Good evening to you, sir.
I think Orlando is saying that our mic is unmuted. If you want to allow Orlando to go before me, then I can come after Orlando.
No, Orlando, we've lost her already. She's not on the screen at all. Go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Niger Watch family. Good evening, Kashi. Good evening, panelists. Miss Reader, Machiavelli, and every other person on the panel, and then those in the chat. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from where you're watching from. So when it comes to Fani Kayode, I think I actually pasted something in the chat, in the main chat. Obasanjo actually finished everything about Fani Kayode. He just want to eat from where he can get food from. And so don't be surprised about him. The only thing that is challenging is the fact that these guys deceive Nigerians. Because if you see the way that him and Dino actually behaved maybe some months ago, you're like, oh, are these guys really, do they really mean what they're saying? But I mean, the video today just shows that these guys are just looking for people that will die in their state. So Nigerians should begin to, I mean, I really care about the Nigerian people because they are the one that have the power. That is, if INEC is still functioning properly, that is when you can say that the power belongs to the people. But this guy are just telling you that, oh, regardless of whether you have your PVC or not, the power belongs to us because your election is not going to count. And I say so because, I mean, you can try the electoral system in the US, you can try the electoral system in some other African countries. I mean, Kenya had years and things turned around. But if INEC is telling you that about 50% of what they have is already burnt down, then they're telling you that you Nigerians don't have the power. We are the ones that have the power, and we're going to put the person that will feel deserve a seat in there. And so that is what these guys are just playing, telling Nigerians that you guys can kill yourself. We will still hang out, and then we'll still cool with ourselves. But the question is this the kind of country you want to keep raising? And so, funny how I just think that you can choose to be decent. God has blessed you with wisdom. You're smart, just like your former boss said. But as smart as you are, you're being pushed around because you're just looking for every avenue to eat in the next place. And so you're not a man of dignity. There's no dignity in you. You're just shameless. And I wish that your daughters and your children can look you in the face and say, Dad, you know what? You're a shame to humanity. Because there's no dignity in you. I mean, if you look at Peter Obi and you, probably you may be maybe in the same age range, possibly. And so you can see integrity and then you can see foolishness in the other person. Because of what? Money. 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 Your conscience is being sold. And so you're acting like your father. Because the same way your father. And I just wish probably if you're listening to reflect and ask yourself, is this the kind of generation, is this kind of Nigeria I want to live for my children? Because someday you're going to die. You're going to die. You're going to die someday.
Okay,
So just think about it.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. T, for your wonderful submission always. Thank you. Let's move straight to Mr. Samuel. Mr. Samuel, please talk to us in 3 minutes. 3 minutes, please. Thank you.
All right. Good evening.
Good evening to you, sir.
All right. Good evening, Nigeria Watch. Good evening, everybody back home and in diaspora.
Good evening, Mr. Samuel. Thank you. It's good to have you here. Thank you.
All right. I hope I'm clearly being heard, right?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Please go ahead.
All right. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Thank you. And I think I'm just going to use that. I want to speak on what Mr. Kayode and his principal said about P2B. And I think I want to agree with them in that regard, where they say that P2B is too small for Tinubu. I think I really, really agree with that. I really agree with that in the sense that P2B truly, let's fact be said, P2B is small to Tinubu. If we want to make that, hello?
Mr. Samuel, please go ahead. We can hear you.
Everybody can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. So I kind of agree with them, and I think they have really said the real truth. P2B being very small because of certain reasons, which I want to prove right here. And this is like a coin with two sides. It depends on what you are saying. P2B is small compared to Tinubu. And on the other hand, Tinubu is also very, very small. In fact, minute compared to P2B. Now, Tinubu is bigger than P2B when you come to criminality, uncertainty, and unknown presidential candidate. About his history, his background, questionable character. Truly, Tinubu is actually bigger than P2B. And in fact, just like Tinubu said, it's a disgrace for him to mention P2B's name. I really agree with that. Please, he shouldn't mention P2B's name, because it's just like saying you are trying to write P2B's name on a pile of shit. Sorry to say that, sorry for that word, but it's better he doesn't mention P2B, because he is a rotten sauce. He is a destructive element of Nigerian existence, part of them, APC, PDP. He shouldn't. P2B is quite bigger than them when it comes to integrity, when it comes to character, when it comes to service delivery. You see, when you're trying to compare things, there are two sides of comparison. The evil people will look at it that Tinubu is bigger than Obi. That is right. But the sane thinking people and those that want a progress for their country will realize that, yes, you cannot compare for any reason. You cannot compare in any way those two characters, depending on the side you're looking at it. You cannot compare Tinubu to P2B in any way when you come to delivery. Look, in fact, I would say P2B is not even desperate for this Nigerian presidency. He's not really desperate. he wants to serve. Because if you look at the way he came into the political scene in Anambra, you'll know that he's not really a desperate man like that wants to come out. I feel he wants to come. Not just I feel, it's a fact. He's coming to save Nigeria because the situation we find ourselves in is very dire. I'm not even a political personality, but just I'm only speaking for this man for this reason. For the first time, I'm speaking for somebody because of what I know he is based on his background. People are talking about manifesto. What is manifesto when your own candidate cannot even come out to defend any manifesto whatsoever if really he is the engineer of that kind of a manifesto? P2B does not even have, to me, he owes nobody any manifesto at this point. If those men cannot come out and stand and defend their manifesto on a national debate, it is an insult on Nigerian existence. It's an insult on Nigerian corporate intelligence. I see we are fools that we don't have any intelligent presidency apart from P2B that comes out and defend it and some other few. I mean, are we fools? Are we children? Is it that we're not academically smart, that we are going to be bringing people that cannot defend any manifesto, but they are bragging that manifesto is a mark of preparedness? That is nonsense. Because you have a manifesto, so you are prepared, a manifesto that anybody can write and you cannot defend it. Look, when you look at American debate, even if you know some candidates are going to win, but you see everybody comes out because you want to defend and show that you have an understanding of the political and economic policies that your manifesto is carrying. That is the essence of manifesto. It should not just be something written for you, but you should have a source of influence of that manifesto. And I think that's what P2B is doing. And I think he should do it whenever he wants to do it. Because it's an insult that they cannot stand with him and debate it, and Nigerian media are saying and not coming out. And if it's P2B that does it, I think they're going to attack him because the media does not want. I think the media is rather out to defend low-thinking people to bring before Nigeria. So if you say P2B is not good enough for you, you are right, because P2B is not dirty. You are far bigger than him in terms of being dirty and being rubbish. But if you talk of being quality, P2B is a gold. Nigeria has not gotten that kind of a person. And if Nigeria knows anything good for her, I think she should fight for P2B. P2B is not desperate like these other people are. If they are wanting to serve Nigeria, then at this age they are in, I think they will be looking for P2B and begging him to come, because at this point in time, what are they coming to give to us? Those two parties, what are they coming to give? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nigerians should fight for the right candidate, which they have seen for the first time coming to defend them. Kayode, to me, is just a political prostitute. He's not smart in any way. Somebody saying he's smart. To me, he's not smart. Just political prostitution. These men move from here to here and that. No quality, no essence. Those are not the kind of people that hang around defending P2B. P2B doesn't have that. P2B go for quality. P2B, look at his campaign team. You see people like Patutomi. These are men that their yes is yes. Their vision is for Nigeria to move forward. Patutomi left other political parties and patiently built Labour, because these are men that know how to build from the scratch up. These are the kind of intelligent people that want to build something. Nigerian. These are people that hang out around and attract like. That was why P2B went to Labour, because those men are building, and you need builders. Nigeria is a stage where we need to build because it has been destroyed. P2B is a builder. He's a master builder. Patutomi is a builder. These are the kind of class of people that you need at this point in time. I just don't understand what Nigeria really is doing and allowing INEC to rubbish us. For goodness sake, we are mature, we are grown up. We must demand restructuring of that INEC system. It has to be electronically done. I think we are far bigger than this for a nation. It's an insult to even say Nigeria is a giant at this point in time if we cannot do a clean election. We shouldn't mention ourselves as giant of Africa. Rather, we are giant of analog.
Thank you,
Sorry
Mr.
about that.
Thank you. No. I support you, everything you said. If Nigerians knows what is best for them, we must make sure we don't miss P2B. That's it. Back to you, Kashi.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Samuel. You got me with your spin right there. From the beginning, I was like, what is this guy talking about? But thank you so much. Thank you. That was an amazing submission. We appreciate you. Mr. Samuel, is this your first time joining us, please?
No, this is not my first time. I've been joining you for some
Okay.
time, but
So
not
it's
too often.
always here.
Sometimes when the topic is sensitive, I just seem to
Okay.
want to throw a little
All
light.
right. All right, great.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Samuel. We appreciate you. I want to say thank you to Mr. Alexander, Mr. Alexander Gomez. Thank you for your continuous support to Niger Watch. We really do appreciate you. Thank you. God bless you. Let's move straight to Orlando. Orlando, are you ready for us now, please? Orlando, are you ready for us now, please?
Yes, I'm ready. Can you hear me? Good evening.
Yes. Good evening to you. Please talk to us in 3 minutes.
Can you
Go,
hear me now? Good
yeah, we
evening.
can hear you. Yes, go ahead, Orlando. Good evening to you. Go ahead, talk to us.
All right. All protocols duly observed. I want to comment on FFK speech. Now, first off, we need to know the person. It's just like when you say something, definitely not the word of that serious. We know he is actually in the right place of mind to speak to you or to comment on what it is that he's commenting on. We all know FFK to be a very unstable individual who lacks principle. His utterances and actions are always influenced by selfish desire. Remember, not even once, where he outrightly stated that he will not join APC. He outrightly said it, that he would have nothing to do with APC. And then he's coming out now to support um Tinubu and saying that, it's Tinubu or not. And from the interview that Niger Watch played, he said Peter Obi is always coming for his family and speaking against his family. Sometimes I ask myself, being a politician and you are out there, does telling lies is it a criteria of being a politician? Is it something you must embody fully before you become a politician, or is that a way Nigerian politicians survive in this part of the world? Because I know in the Western world, as a politician, for everything you say there should be some sort of proof. I said this thing one time here. I think that was the first time I joined, or was it the second, where I said Peter Obi's reply to Anambra State Governor Soludo about saying he's not going to win the 2023 election happens to be the most matured and sensible reply any politician can give to anybody who said that. Now imagine if another person had said, a big politician, maybe Lagos State Governor, had come out to say that Tinubu will not win this election. You and I know what is going to happen. But for your fellow brother who is Anambra State, former Anambra State Governor, you, an Anambra State Governor, to come out to say that, Peter Obi is not going to win this election. And Peter Obi calmly took it in. Do you understand? Now, when you see your competitor, when you see somebody who is bigger than you, in fact, for all I care, Tinubu himself, FFK himself, they are all speaking out of fear. They are all trying to give themselves this self-confidence of, let's rubbish him, let's demean him with our words and give ourselves that upliftment so that we will not be moved by what is happening on social media, not just social media, so that we will not be moved by what is happening outside there. Because when Tinubu said, I'm not going to mention Peter Obi's name, all the statistics that he's quoting, he thinks is statistics that Nigerians will eat. And that is why we Nigerians are always gullible. Because at the end of the day, you see, numbers and statistics make up this world. You cannot do anything without statistics. If you want to share food or if you want to organize an event, you need to have statistics of number of people that are coming to your event before you are able to plan very well. And it helps in planning. So you that you're saying that statistics is not what Nigerians will eat. You want to come out and tell us and start telling us things that are nowhere to be found. I remember one time when Shewo Kimbaloye was interviewing, was it Festus Keyamo now? I think it was Festus Keyamo of FFK. He was interviewing him and he asked him a question. He said he should go to Google and check. Funnily enough, Shewo Kimbaloye, being somebody that I admire so much with the way he interviewed his guests, opened Google right in his presence and told him, sir, this thing you're quoting is not there. And I'm sure that video went viral. I can't really remember the topic they were talking about. And it went viral. So they want, if you watch what these people are doing, they don't care about statistics. They want to come out and tell you things and you just believe it like that. But somebody who has at least 80% of whatever thing he's saying, whatever statistical fact that he's putting out to you, you Google and you check. You see it there. Even if he says 50% and you go to Google and you see 60%, maybe when he checked or when he looked up, that's coming out to tell gullible Nigerians that, oh, they are here to do this, they are here to do that, calling Peter Obi's name is an. To me, this is what I think. Yeah, they do not have anything to speak against him. They do not have one thing to speak against him. They cannot come out and say, oh, you squandered money yesterday while you were still governor. They cannot come out to say, oh, you did this, oh, you did that. So that is why when they get to that point, they say they can't mention his name. It's just simply because they do not have any allegation or negative allegation against him. So it's like it's like you and you're having an issue with someone and somebody is come in the court of law, you've been proven innocent. What is the person going to say about you? Like if they put up, if they are interrogating you, okay, what has this person done to you? Why did you bring this person to court? The only thing is that you just be murmuring the person's name. Oh, Orlando this, oh, Orlando that. You do not have any concrete one thing to hold against this man. So whether he's a threat to you, whether he's not a threat to you, the fact is that force Nigeria's out of to, and then
Okay.
Concerning INEC reassuring Nigerians about free and fair, why do they have to come out? Why do they have to come out to reassure us about free and fair election? Can you hear me? Yes, I can.
Hold
hear
on. We'll be coming back to the.
I can hear you.
INEC. Yeah, we'll be coming back to the INEC one later on. Thank you very much for your contribution. Okay. Now, just hold on. We'll come back to that. But I'm going to reference to some of the statements from FFK that you just mentioned, for everyone to know that is a hungry lion. My people, Kashi, please give me a few minutes to quickly play this video here. I never meant to because Orlando mentioned it. I'd like to play this.
The Lord. 2016 Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, 808 people were slaughtered in their homes. 808. Defenseless, innocent men, women, and children by Fulani herdsmen who, having never offered an apology for not protecting them, El-Rufai appeared to relish the whole thing and indeed closed down the hospital where Christians were being treated. A Christian community. They were slaughtered. And you tell me that that is a good record. You tell me that. I say no. That is a disgraceful record, and they will end up by the grace of God in the International Court at The Hague for crimes against humanity and for the wickedness they have indulged in. We continue to look at the situation in our country, and let's look at it closely. Then I'll get to the point. For the first time in our history, we have a situation whereby the President of the Federal Republic is a Northern Muslim, the President of the Senate is a Northern Muslim, the Chief Judge, Acting Chief Judge of the Federation is a Northern Muslim, all the security chiefs in this country, there are 17 security organizations in this country, every single one of them and wings of the military, every single one of them that have operational command, except for the Navy, are in the hands of Northern Muslims.
They could have listened. Orlando actually drew me to this. They could have listened.
It gets worse. A situation whereby the CJ is a Northern Muslim. The President of the Court of Appeal is a Northern Muslim. The President of the Federal High Court is a Northern Muslim. The Chairman of INEC is a Northern Muslim. The chairman of the National Population Commission is a northern Muslim. Every key appointment that has been made by Buhari in the last few months and years are those of northern Muslims. And I ask this question: is this how a federation is meant to be? No way. Was this what we agreed on at the outset for a greater Nigeria? I have nothing against Muslims, absolutely nothing. There are Muslims in my mother's family. She used to be a Muslim, she converted. I have nothing against Muslims. But what I have against what some of them do is this idea that one religion must supersede another and the will of one must be imposed upon another. This I cannot accept as a Christian, and I will never accept. If this country, and I say this, I choose my words carefully, regardless of who is listening, regardless of who will be reported where, I will say it any day, anytime.
I will say it any day, anytime. That's his statement. That's his statement. This is a couple of years ago. Today, this hungry lion, Muslim people, now they support Muslim tickets. Now in the support. Let's listen to this.
If this country does not insist and ensure that Muslims and Christians are equal power or equals, and that Northerners and Southerners are not all equal, and that you no longer have horse and horse rider, or master and slave, or servant and master, if we do not have a country where all are equal before God, then I say, and I'll say any day, anywhere, let there be no country at all.
Okay, when I hear that one, B. Okay, let's also watch the video where this same man came out to say, God led me to the same APC that he just destroyed. He destroyed Buhari. If we continue with that particular video, he destroyed Buhari. He destroyed, in fact, let's watch this.
Who shares it. So he's happy and he received him very well. He commended his courage.
That this was the appropriate time to do the right thing, to put Nigeria first, and to appreciate the efforts that have been made, particularly in the last couple of years in terms.
This is when he defected to APC, my people. I cannot lie to you people on this platform. I say it how it is. This is when he defected. The previous video that you just watched was when he was destroying Muslims, destroying Buhari. In fact, he went as far by saying we should end Nigeria because APC have destroyed Nigeria to that extent. Listen to what he's saying here.
Particularly in the last couple of years in terms of security, fighting insurgency, fighting terrorism, and most importantly is the appreciation of the fact that we must remain one as a nation, build bridges, work together to move the country forward.
We have taken time doing this project, and today it is APC of all the process. From circumstances today we are here, and he has fulfilled his promise.
Unayeram. So, Cash it back to you. I don't really have
Naija Watch. Now, this video you are listening to, before he said that was when, if you remember what I said, that was when he went to the church and they told him that he was going to succeed the president. He knelt down and was taking hallelujah. And now he is the person now trying to push someone else to become president. That one not be allowed. He
said all the significant positions in Nigeria are held by Muslims. And he went as far telling Nigerians, if we cannot end it now, everybody will suffer. That is a 55 minutes long video. I don't want to take our time. I would have played all of them right now. So the reason why I'm exposing these people for you all is for you guys to know that these guys are not fighting for you and I. They are fighting for themselves. They don't care about you and I. They care for themselves. They are, in fact, they are systematically fighting on the public space. Like he mentioned on the video that he was just interviewed today, he was fighting with Dino Melaye on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. Everywhere we'll be seeing that. But a video surfaced just less than 72 hours ago, where both of them were jumping, laughing, dancing together.
Yeah, but you don't blame them too, because you see Nigerians following after them. You don't blame them because
Yeah,
you
but
see
this is why we are talking, because our talking can help in
you're talking, and some people are still out there at the Teslim Balogun Stadium that went for Tinubu's campaign, right?
Mr. T,
So-
even Jesus Christ, as holy as he is, he was persecuted. So I don't want to even give any sort of attention to the likes of FFK and Dino Melaye, to be honest. You see me now, I'm a focus queen. Now, Peter will be candidacy 9 would day after for this platform. 9 would just day after. You see, on the O2 FFK, person where he swear, say APC is a devilish party and he will never ever go to APC. It's the same person that is coming out blatantly to lie to Nigerians. Isn't it obvious that these guys do not give a freak about Nigerians? It is very obvious. So I'm so sorry for those people who still clamor behind the same set of people who have put us in this mess. I am so sorry for you. But on our case, we will deal with that later.
Kachi, they said the diasporans are the problem. Now here the photo come here on this platform. They said we were the problem.
Those things later. But for
because
now,
we don't want.
We are focused on delivering Peter Obi as the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That is what we are after right now. And now what we're going to do. People I don't take seriously.
Like Mr. T said, Kashi. Mr. T, you are right. We have a big problem with most Nigerians. If you listen to what Kashi is saying, it's painful to know that upon all the pains that we are facing, we still have some Nigerians who will come out boldly to say, na Tinubu I want or na Atiku I want.
Okay, this one will shock you. The same Edo state that you're crying about with the erosion and everything going on there, some people will still be clamoring for Obaseki.
Yes.
It will shock you to know that.
They are fighting.
See, my brother, all these things you are saying, there are people who are just buying these people. These people are just there. There are people who are telling our people back here in diaspora that they are being given money to just go attend that rally, just to show their faces.
Do you know there was a content I was watching? Let me quickly divert a little bit, but it's still affiliated. A content I was watching 3 days ago on Facebook. There was this guy, this Christmas, he was giving 100,000 naira. He's a content creator though. Was giving 100,000 to, I forgot his name, to people, just call them, ask them to close their eyes, put money in their hand and run away.
Yeah, that was Mr. Macaroni.
No, not Macaroni. I forgot his name. He normally he have a dyed hair or something like that. Okay. So let me go straight to the point. Now, a lady commented, because I like to go to comments. I want to see the reaction of Nigeria, especially the situation we are facing right now. I went to the comment section. A lady commented that God will bless you, sir. I cannot imagine that I'm always praying for you, how you are helping others, even when I'm suffering. I know God will answer me someday. So a lot of people went under her comment, be telling her, God will bless you. Don't worry, your time will come and all that. For me, I did not end there. I clicked on her profile, right? I clicked on her profile. I followed all her posts and everything. Guess what I found on her profile? Everything this woman is fighting for is Atiku. Everything on her page is Atiku. She even posted on that very day, 3 days ago, for Atiku. He said, you are our next president. You are our next president. Now, you are on Facebook telling people you are suffering, that they should remember you and give you some money. You see what I'm saying on this platform all the time? That we should please, this is December, don't send money to anybody in Nigeria if they cannot prove to you they have a PVC. They are ready to join you, to join us, to change this narrative. The excruciating pains is too much to carry. You can't change it alone. If some people is thinking that, no, you don't have to force people, then we all will be in these pains. Don't forget that the pains of the people back home is a big load for those of us that live in the diaspora. And that's just the fact.
That's a fact.
Kenyans are the one putting us in this. They don't know what they want, and they are suffering. They are in pains, and they are still the one fighting for these people. As little as 1,000 naira, these people will betray you and follow the satanic parties. Kashi, back to you. Thank you.
So Nigeria, it's very painful, to be honest. It's very, very painful. It's very painful that the same set of people that are suffering are still the same people, you know, fighting for those same set of people where put us for this katakata where everybody did. So it's very painful. But like I said, all these other ones not be my problem for now. Now make we deliver Peter Obi as the next president. Now that one don't come concern me like this. Why we don't do that? Because the truth is Nigeria has a lot of problems which we cannot even tackle all at once. We go to handle one after the other. For now, the one way there at the top of my head is Peter Obi. Let's do everything we can within our powers to put him there. Well, immediately we put person where it gets sense there. Everything will begin the Balenciaga one after the other. But for now, Peter Obi now will fight for. Thank you, my people. Please help me to like and share the broadcast if you have not done so. Nigerians have to watch this video. They have to watch this video. They need to understand why Peter Obi may be the best candidate for the job.
That's why we beg people all the time to share our videos. We have very important message here that others needs to hear. That's what Kashi is saying now. Nigerians cannot watch this video if we did not share it. We have, look at the screen, is already filled up. Everybody have important message to pass on today. We need to share our videos. We need to help ourselves. I've said it over and over again. I prefer you to share than you gift me with money. It's just the fact. Everybody needs money. Yes, I'm so grateful for those that is super chatting us. Yes, but we need our messages to go far. Because a lot of Nigerians are still gullible at this particular time. We have 88 days to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Niger Watch. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Let's just quickly move because we've already spent so much time on FFK already, and I do not want us to dwell on that for so long. So in that note, we're going to give Mr. Chimobi, Mr. Chooks, and Mr. CM just 2 minutes each to comment on what FFK said. Please, guys, let's stick to our 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Mr. Chimobi, please talk to us in 2 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kachi. Thank you, Mr. Najawat. Thank you, everybody. I have been listening. I would say we don't have to spend our time, our energy listening to Kayode. Obasanjo has said it all. Obasanjo answered Kayode in a clear, simple sentence. So when you look at Kayode and Dino Melaye, Reno, they are all the same kind of people. This is where they got their money from. They got money from paymasters. And these are the kind of job they use them to do. So these are not an issue. The issue we have to fix is how to put P2B Labour Party in the ASROC. And today, they are doing everything possible to make it not work. Look at what happened today. Labour Party women leader in Kaduna was assassinated and killed. She was assassinated and killed. And they shot the husband too. That one is in the hospital. So that is what we should be deliberating. What's the name of this man? Governor Hope Uzodinma is busy in Imo State using Ebubago to kill Imo citizens. What are they trying to do? They are trying to make sure that all the areas that Labour Party will get their block of votes, they destroy it. All this material that INEC are telling us that are burnt is in these areas. So that is what we have to face. Like I said here, Mr. Niger Watch, the other day, I said that those who who make Nigerians to sign peace accord, like Kuka, Mr. Rita was like, no, she supports that particular man. Today, Labour Party women leader in Kaduna has been killed in a broad daylight, and nothing has been done.
And
Nothing has been done.
The peace accord organizers have not addressed it.
Exactly. Nobody has come out and say, this is what we have been talking about. And now they are showing us practically, and nothing is happening. So how are we going to do it? These are our backbone. They are breaking them one after the other, and nothing is happening. So how are we going to put people to be there if all the areas that we can get something are being destroyed? Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chimobi.
Yeah, but sorry, Kashi, can I please say something right quick?
Okay, but 30 seconds.
Now, so the question is, was Tinubu at that peace accord? So
No.
this guy, they did those things intentionally.
No, he was not there.
So those things were done intentionally. You cannot hold him because he wasn't there. He wasn't there.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. T. Thanks so much, Mr. Chimobi. That's a food for thought. That's a very important question. These guys are trying to break our backbones. Thank you very much for putting that out there. That is why this platform is very educative. We come here every time to learn. Please, guys, like and share this broadcast. It means a lot to us. If you like, simply just like and share. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. Thank you. Mr. Chooks, please talk to us in 2 minutes.
Yeah, good evening, Kachi. Good evening, Mr. Niger Watch.
Good evening, sir.
All protocol duly observed. Yeah, I just came in to say, there's no need for us to continue to waste time on Fani Kayode. Everybody knows who he is, Obasanjo has described him. I've said it here before. During the American election, I was having a war of words with him, because he came to tell us that who are the televisions to announce the result of American results that Trump has won, So, and I questioned him, the time Trump, won the election in, I think 20, I forgot the year, right? I questioned him. That time, you didn't question the Electoral College and releasing the results to TV stations and their projections. Now that is against this thing. So we know his character. A man who said on national TV that until Jesus comes, he will not be a member of APC. Thank God for Sheung. It was Sheung who interviewed him the day he said this. When he got into APC, Sheung still asked him this question. He mumbled and he did not answer that question if Jesus have actually come. So, I mean, Christians, let's see if Jesus have come. I don't know. We shouldn't be wasting time. We shouldn't be wasting time on this man. Okay. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chooks. Exactly. We shouldn't be wasting time on trivial issues like this. We should be focusing on the main issues on ground. Thank you once again, Mr. Chooks. Please, Mr. CM, talk to us in 2 minutes before we move straight to our next segment for today. Mr. CM, please talk to us. Good evening to you, sir. Mr. CM, are you there, please? Okay, I guess Mr. CM is not available right now. Mr. Niger Watch, please, over to you before I take the last.
All right, thank you very much, my people. That's the first segment of this broadcast. We have another videos that we would like you all to see right now. As you all know, at this particular time, there's a scarcity that's going on right now across. Mr. CM, are you back with us? Mr. CM, are you joining us from Nigeria? Because your network is the worst network I've ever seen. Mr. CM, the network not your good at all. In fact, Mr. CM, this will not be UK network. Okay, Mr. CM, just hold on, please. We'll come back to you. Let me finish with this. At this particular moment, Nigerians are facing a lot of situation because there's no petrol, no fuel. You'll see now very soon they go off light for cash ahead for them. that they offer the honor for it. So it's so bad. That's the situation. It's still part of the things that we are talking about here, that we need to change the narrative, because nothing is working in Nigeria, no matter what. Even the people that is clamoring for their satanic leaders or principal or parties, they are in the same situation. They are suffering. They already know that the people they are clamoring for cannot change the situation, but they are selfishly still clamoring for these people. It's sad. It's very, very painful. I would like us to take it from here to listen to what some Nigerians have to say over the situation they are currently facing right now in Nigeria. Thank you.
That matter, and we go into what has been a persistent and a very painful sight to behold of some of the streets of Nigeria. It has been some very, very painful moments for Nigerians who have at most time gone to the filling stations, where they have had to queue for several hours, spending limited hours queuing for fuel at several filling stations, trying to get the petrol to fuel inside their cars. The prices have also been fluctuating. The Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, has said that the private depot owners should be blamed for the ravaging fuel scarcity. But what exactly is the true state of things? In Abuja, the nation's capital, you can see unending queues, long queues of vehicles waiting for their turn to get fuel. And in Lagos also, similar situation is happening. And this is all leading between the nation's capital and the commercial nerve center of the country, Lagos, to unending traffic congestion in those major cities. Perhaps this is happening in your city. You can tweet to me on this program, and I'd like to know what exactly is happening. If you're in Port Harcourt, if you're in Kano, if you're in Kaduna, is this the same thing happening where you live? Wherever you may be living across the country, tweet to me on my Twitter handle, and let's know what exactly is going on. But these are some of the views of some Nigerians who met on the street today, and these are their feelings about the situation of fuel in the country.
I've been here since morning. You can see there is no even hope that we get, because you see the way cars are just bypassing and entering. And because I'm a good Nigerian, I would love to read the writing. When I come, I have to stay online so that when they get to my turn, I will buy. But you can see people entering everywhere since morning. I have been here, nothing to do, nowhere to go. I need to get the fuel, so I have to stay. It's affecting me. Nothing have even entered my pocket today. What will I do? I need the fuel.
If they know there has been an increment, they should just add whatever they want to add, so that everybody will know that this is what they want to sell the fuel, and we'll be getting the fuel easily. No need of queuing and suffering before we got the fuel.
Okay, when I hear that statement, we're going to continue with that statement from this particular man, this driver here, saying that they should just add whatever they want to add so we can just move on. You see, Nigerians are now, we are used to the suppression and oppression that we are getting from these satanic leaders. I cannot say this government. All of them are the same. Since the creation of Nigeria, this is what they have been doing to us. This is what they are going to do. Later on, they increase the petrol price and all that. Nigerians don't have no choice than to succumb to it. This is what they are doing. Nobody is questioning them. Nobody is checkmating them. Nobody. It's like we just take everything as normal in Nigeria.
I've not got it for it now. You are saying the Christmas will be made available. That is all they keep on saying. And the way things are getting worse and worse every time. To me, I'm not confident that fuel will be available during Christmas.
It doesn't appear so, because the festive periods are drawing in already, and we know Nigeria, usually there is fuel scarcity around festive period, so I think it will linger through Christmas. I even saw on the paper on Saturday that it might linger till January, and honestly, at that point, I don't know how Nigerians will survive, because it's already becoming very unbearable.
You see, somebody somewhere we just wake up and take a decision that will cause Nigerians excruciating suffering, and nobody will question this person. I don't understand. To be honest, I don't. Let's move on, my people. Currently, the situation of INEC, as you all know, that INEC buildings have been set ablaze, up to 3 or 4 now. The last one was the one that happened in Ebonyi State, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they don't burn another one today now. But the good thing about it is that the INEC came out now reassuring Nigerians that we shouldn't have anything to worry about, because they are going to make sure that everything happened. Let's listen to this.
I'm sure Kimbalo in Abuja. Let's get to it, everyone, with our countdown as we look ahead to the very first day of ballot, and that's the presidential and the National Assembly elections, which is in February next year. So it is 88 days, and we're counting down to the very moment when Nigerians will be able to vote for the next set of leaders. Nigerians are anticipating the opportunity to elect their leaders in February next year. So continue to count down with me, Nigerians. Hashtag Nigeria Decide. Get your PVC above all and make your vote count. For some of the elements who are not wanting to make your to allow your vote count, the Independent National Electoral Commission Chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, said there is no worry, and he has assured residents of Osun State whose permanent voter cards were burned in the fire incident at the Abeokuta South Local Government Office of the Commission that their PVCs will be replaced before the general elections. He gave the assurance when he visited the Adeleke and paramount ruler of Egbaland, Aremo Gbadebo, in his palace when he went for an on-the-spot assessment of the Commission's Abeokuta South office burned by hoodlums as part of his one-day working visit to the state.
Terrible as it is, will not deter us and will not discourage us, will not discourage our staff from conducting the 2023 general elections. And we want to once again assure the people of Abeokuta South, the people of Osun State, and the people of Nigeria that the Commission is determined to make the 2023 elections our best ever. We will not be deterred, we will not be cowed by act of arson by undemocratic or retrogressive elements.
Okay, Unayeram. So Buhari, 2 days ago, Buhari also stated almost the same thing, saying that he's going to keep to his promises to give Nigerians free and fair election. So I would like us to move on. As you all know that the Adeleke family, Ademola Adeleke, won the, in fact, he was sworn in last Sunday that just passed, as now, he's now the governor of Osun State. But the funny part of everything now is that this man have took a lot of drastic actions within 48 hours. We've never seen this happen before from any governors in Nigeria. Is this for his own self-benefit, or are we now trying to see another Abacha in his action? I don't know. Okay, I would like us to listen to this. Thank you. Please share. After this, we're going to start talking before we move to the last segment. Thank you.
It's been a very busy past 48 hours for the new governor of the state, Senator Ademola Adeleke, as has made series of decisions and pronouncements. So far, some of these pronouncements are being far-reaching. Some of these is what you can see right on your screen. During his inauguration on Sunday, he reversed the name of the state from the state of Osun to Osun State, and also reversed its appellation from the state of the virtues to the state of the living spring. The governor also reversed all appointments made by the immediate past governor, Adegbeyego Oyetola, effective from the 7th of July 2022. He also ordered that all government bank accounts be frozen, adding that all actions of the Oyetola-led administration from July the 17th will be revisited Well, of course, there have been reactions from members of the State House of Assembly in Osun State, especially on the decision to reverse the name of the state from State of Osun to Osun State, and also reverse the appellation from the State of the Virtues to the State of the Living Spring. The Osun State House of Assembly came out on Monday frowning at the decision of the governor to reverse or rename the state. The Assembly argued that the anthem, crest and flag of the state was an enactment of a law ascended to on December the 18th, 2012, and no person can exert force to change it. Part of the statement from the House reads, the enactment of State of Osun Anthem, Crest and Flag Law 2012, ascended to on December 18, 2012, contained in Schedule 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which carefully details every component of this law is not in ambiguity. Schedule 1.
All right, thank you very much, my people. I'd like us to talk on those couple of videos that I've showed. Kashi, are you there? Back to you.
Yes, Mr. Naija Watch, I am here. Thank you once again, everybody. We're going to have an extra 3 minutes to talk on what Mr. Naija Watch just showcased. After this, we're going to have our closing remark, which I'm going to showcase the video stating that Tinubu will be going out to talk to Nigerians living in the diaspora. Let's have 3 minutes each to talk on this one right here. Thank you all so much, and God bless you. Please endeavor to like and share this broadcast if you are yet to do so. But honestly, the fuel scarcity is crazy. And speaking on free and fair election, I don't know how that is possible. Just yesterday, they said 50% of the materials were gutted down and is going to affect the polls come 2023. So the kind of assurance whether they give us now, I don't understand how feasible that is. But let's keep our fingers crossed and see the outcome of this all. Thank you once again, guys. Please endeavor to like and share. Let's move straight to the first person we have here, and that will be, please hold on, guys. I need to be sure that nobody left and came back. Okay, that would be Madam Rita. Madam Rita, good evening again. Please talk to us.
Yeah, thank you, Kachi. As per the fuel scarcity, stuff like fuel scarcity, hike of prices, power failure. I mean, there's a slew of a lot of painful things or painful phenomena happening in Nigeria. It is not new to us. It is not strange to us. There is always a pattern. Every time these things happen. And Nigerians have become enablers because the comment made by that driver was like, you know what, if they just want to increase it, let them increase it. When somebody has been abused for a long time, it gets to a point you no longer see any action as abuse. You just accept it, digest it, and you feel, you know what, let me just take it and move on. So Nigerians have to wake up. It's obvious, like from the response of that driver, many of them are that Nigerians are asleep. The passion is gone. The passion is dead. Nigerians, stop complaining. Take back your country. I think anytime going forward, I think for now, anytime any media personality is questioning people on the queue, the next question she should ask them is, who are you voting for president? APC, PDP, or Peter Jirok Obi of Labour Party? Because their answer will determine if this person is still sleeping or this person is an enabler. So if that person is an enabler, if I was opportune to be asking those questions, I would tell them, well, you're going to see double of this pain that you are feeling, and please stop complaining. If you know you don't want to complain next year or next dispensation, vote Peter Obi, vote Labour Party. That's just what I have to say for that. Nigerians are enablers. They need to wake up, take your country back. I'm tired of all this complaint. So it's tiring. No this, no that. No this, no that. And going by what Sir Elvis said, nobody should send money. Don't send money this December, please, my people. I know many of us are, worried about family and not. If you have to send money to your aged parents, if they are still alive, send money to them to at least buy something for Christmas for them. The rest persons in your family, don't send money to them. And this is the reason why you should tell them you are not sending money to them. I am not sending money to you because until you start taking back your country, until you start to learn that you need to take back on your country and vote the right leader. Right now, Nigeria needs the right, and the right person is Peter the Rock Obi of Labour Party. And you should let them know why you're not sending money, because they are also bleeding you. They're also depriving you. So when we stop being enablers, I'm talking to those of you in diaspora, when you stop being enablers of the people in Nigeria, I think they will wake up. Right now, you are still breastfeeding them. Stop breastfeeding them in Nigeria. Stop sending them money. Let them feel the pain so much that it will make them wake up and take back their country violently if they have to, from these oligarchs. Violent, they have to. So they're not hungry. They are not hungry yet. They are not Nigerian. Many Nigerians are not hungry yet. There are very few that are hungry. For that man to say, let them increase the price, he's not hungry. The thing he never hit him where, because if he did, he will be screaming on top of his voice. In fact, he will be fighting right now and be cursing out all this wicked government we have. They're not hungry. Stop sending money, people. No, they send money. Let me speak pidgin. Not send money. As per INEC, 88 days left. Like I said yesterday, the governor of, as per Ebonyi State, the governor of Ebonyi knows who burnt that INEC building. So I am also reiterating it again. The governor of Ogun State knows the hoodlums that committed arson, that burnt that INEC building. They know the answer, and INEC themselves know that the governor knows who did it. So please, I beg, we're tired of all this. They should look for a plan B, telling us that it will affect the polls. In what way? Nigerians need more explanation. They should expatiate on the comments that they make. It will affect the polls in what way? INEC, come out and tell the people whether it's just Ebonyi State or the entire country. Because we can't just be on this guessing game. You can't just put a comment there and just expect us to digest or start to assume. INEC, tell us what you mean. And the governors are aware of this arson. As per Adeleke, sorry, I know I'm going beyond my. I don't know. Adeleke, I think his action shows that he was prepared. Even before the elections, he was prepared. And I think this kind of actions he's taking, I think this is what Peter the Rock Obi will also take. As soon as he's sworn in, he already has his cabinet, he already knows what to do. I think Adeleke is going to, and that's why you are seeing this kind of, you look at it as kind of rushed. No, just like Biden, as soon as he entered, he knew the kind of cabinet he wanted. He knew the people, right? So it shows that he was a prepared man. He was prepared to be a governor. Now, whatever he's trying to do, I think he's trying to obliterate the influence of Agbado in Osun State, because every appointment, every governor that's been there, from Aribeshola to Oyetola, all of them were under the armpit of Agbado, and all the appointments were influenced by that. And I'm also sure most of the Obas who were appointed was influenced by Agbado as well. So this man is already knowing that, listen, first of all, I'm going to cut out this oligarchy and this high-handedness of Agbado, and I think that's what he's doing. I think he's on the right direction. But however, I want to change it with the House of Assembly, whatever it is that they need to do. I don't know if he can veto everything the House of Assembly is doing, and if he can use his executive power to truncate whatever the House of Assembly is doing. But going forward, I see that in the future, the House of Assembly, who is, I think there are 21 APC members in the Osun State House of Assembly, I think, all of them, they all have prices because we don't have credible House of Assembly members. At some point, I think maybe even half of them will go to Adeleke's side. And I think Adeleke wants to use the American system for where it's coming from to actually transform Osun. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Rita.
Thank you, Madam Rita. We appreciate you right there for saying it, bullet pointing it from one to the last point. Thank you very much. We have someone on the phone. Mr. Evanta, thanks for calling us. You have only 1 minute because of time. Go ahead.
Thank you, Nigeria Watch. Good evening to all lovers of truth.
Please turn down your telly, sir. We are hearing to double voice.
Believe in Nigeria Watch. The truth is bitter. Let's say the truth. Let me go back to what is happening in Osun State.
Hello, sir. There's the noise on your background. We can't take this. This is a live broadcast. If you are calling us, make sure that people are not talking on your background. It happened yesterday as well. Okay, go ahead.
The issue is that we all should take a prescription.
Yeah.
I'm not a pharmacist or a doctor. We all should take a prescription to defend our own selves because of things is going wrong in Nigeria. Let's go back to the Osun new governor now. The issue is that nobody should blame the Osun government or the governor, the new governor, because
when you talk about money,
sir, be quick. You have 2 minutes, sir. Just go straight to the
when
point.
you talk about money,
Yeah,
he has it. Now, he retired 12,000 plus workers. He's not coming to siphon the government or to steal from the government. He's coming to fix things to the society so that other governors in each state should learn from there. Things are happening. Now, Nigerians is waking up all over the world. People that are living in Nigeria and people that are living in the aspirants. We have been seeing things going all over that is happening. Nobody should blame him. If we are talking criticize, nobody should criticize that man or the family.
nobody is criticizing him, sir. Nobody, because he's doing the right thing, obviously.
Why I said it's because of what happened, because of the people retired from the government officials or perspective. I don't know how I'm going to put it.
Yeah.
Now, Nigerians should learn to embrace them and work with that man. We all in the diaspora should join an effort and work with him. It's a symbol to the benefit of Nigerians to excel.
Okay.
Some of these people, okay, fine. For example, it took the account of the government, they block it and all. Bro, let me go to Pidgin English.
Okay.
Our people now.
Because of time, sir, we need to go now. We need to go now. Thank you. We already got your message. Thank you very much, my brother. God bless you. What our brother is saying is that everybody should embrace the decision of the governor, the new elected governor, Gov Adeleke. You know, in fact, a lot of people already embracing it because this is the kind of wish a lot of people are wishing right now. If Peter Obi can emulate the same thing when he becomes a president. Within 48 hours, I want to see my president, to be honest. Mr. Peter Obi within 48 hours, Dino Melaye for prison, FFK go prison, Bola Ahmed Tinubu prison, Atiku prison. If for good, yes, if for good, but unfortunately, it's hard to see things like that happening in Nigeria, though somehow, someday it will definitely happen. So I appreciate every one of you. We have another caller right here. Mr. Gingerbread Man, you have only 1 minute, sir. Just go straight to the point. Good evening to you. Talk to us, sir.
Yes. Yeah, thank you very much, Naija Watch. Yeah, I want to make this contribution. So concerning the burnt INEC materials, I want to make a clarification. What I heard Professor Mahmoud say is that it is a non-sensitive material. 50% of the non-sensitive material that have been dispersed, what was burnt. I'm talking about things like the cubicle they used to demarcate the voting center, talking about the voting registrar, talking about those non-essential, non-sensitive materials, meaning that this material can be replaced, because I know that the sensitive election materials are usually kept in CBN and are released to different polling units like a day or two before the election. Yeah. So those materials that have been burnt can be replaced.
Yeah,
so Nigeria should
they will replace it within two days.
Exactly, that's one. The number two is that I think what Adeleke has done in Osun State is consistent with his trying to make sure that his government does not fail. Because the over 3,000 people or 1,200 people that were 12,000 people that were employed were not in the budget. We're not in the budget, and they were actually
some of them are ghost workers, ghosts.
Of ghost workers. So it's in accordance, because in fact I worked in the Nigerian federal government system before I left Nigeria. There are a lot of ghost workers in that is what is making our money. You can see a lot of ghost workers in the system. So that is what our principal needs to do. This kind of style of Adeleke, when he comes in, we need to flush them out. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother Gingerbread Man. Thanks for calling in right there. Okay, we need to move on now to the next person. Kashi, are you back there?
Yeah, I'm here, Mr. Naija Watch. All right, Orlando, please talk to us in 3 minutes. Thank you.
Okay,
Orlando, are you there?
Available.
Okay. Let's move straight to Mr. T. Mr. T, please talk to us in 3 minutes. Thank you.
Yeah, so when it comes to the INEC situation, I mean, I think Madam Rita said it all. Hopefully, these guys can actually conduct a free and fair election for the Nigerian people, understanding the fact that people are suffering and they want to change. And so it is only in Nigeria, I'm not sure, if you're trying to demand for a change, then things happen. But if the guy can come out and clarify, like the people that call in said, which of the material got burned, how is it going to affect the election? What impact will it have on the election? And so to the Ebonyi state governor, I mean, if you are involved or you know what is going on with the burnt INEC building, you're only shooting yourself in the foot. That's just a simple truth. You're not doing anything against Peter Obi. You're just killing yourself. And you're putting your people in a bad situation. Because this is the right time when Nigerians are crying for a new governor, a new government, hoping that they have a sane mind. And so why are these offices not being burnt in the north? Why was there not a burnt building in Adamawa, in Abuja, in Yobe, in Zamfara, in Bauchi? Only in the south, southwest, and then southeast. So they know what is going on, and I mean, it's same Nigeria, same Nigeria. They know what's going on. So hopefully somebody can actually get there someday and do what is right. I mean, the beavers is there. They want to use the beaver. So what is being burnt down? What got burnt? How will it impact the election? Come tell the people. And so why should one building in Ebonyi State affect the, I mean, I really don't. I wish somebody can give a more clearer answers to these questions. But either way, hopefully the election come out clean, free and fair, and then they have the right person in power. Because people are tired. The people are, I mean, just take an example from the fuel scarcity. Christmas is around the corner. Election is next year. So why now? Why now? Why now the fuel scarcity? Why not in January? Why not in February? Why not in March? Why now? Hopefully those can be answered. And then for Adeleke, hopefully what he's trying to do end up well. That's a good action. I mean, freeze all the accounts so that way nobody is able to access the account anymore, and then you can decide on what you want to do. And I think Rita also said that it's just to expunge the state of Tinubu's guys, which I think for him is smart. It's a very smart move.
Okay.
So that's where I'll hang it. But hopefully all of these things play out well, and then Nigeria has a very good president next year.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. T. Let's move straight to Mr. Chimobi, then Mr. C. And Mr.
Thank you, Kachi. Hello.
All right, go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Naija Watch, for this opportunity again. Yes, Mr. Naija Watch and my fellow Nigerians, the video you showed
Mr.
us.
Mr. Chimobi, are you there?
Yes.
He's talking. He's talking already, Kashi. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. The video you showed us that Shehu granted somebody from the government yesterday about fuel scarcity. That interview is enough for all Nigerians to be on the street. Because if you listen very, very attentively from what they told Nigeria yesterday, they said there is no fuel scarcity. There is fuel. Shewuna asked them, then what happened? Why is Nigeria suffering? They told Nigeria because an NPC depot has been vandalized. Shewuna asked him, then what next? Why is it that when an NPC depot is being vandalized by the same workers, Nigerian people suffered. We suffered for it. The guy said that is why they moved the fuel to the independent market. So there is fuel. Shewuna asked him, who is in charge of fuel in Nigeria? The guy replied him, President Muhammadu Buhari. So Buhari is in the office and we have fuel, but they hack this fuel and send it to independent marketer that hack the whole price. That is what is going on in Nigeria. So for that interview yesterday, it's enough. If we really want change, that interview yesterday is enough for Nigeria to be on the street. God blessed us so much, and God has using APC to give us an avenue to tell the whole Nigeria that we don't want it. We need change. Deborah was killed. We are not on the street. George Floyd was killed here in United States. The whole world went ablaze. But Deborah was linked. They broad daylight. No Nigerians entered the street. The boy that tweeted that Aisha Buhari has gotten fat because of our money she has eaten has been arrested. Nigerians are not on the street. What happened to that spirit of NSAS? We need it now. We don't have fuel. A liter of fuel is going to 400, 500, and Nigerians are still silent. That is the problem. Until we rise up. When NSAS rise up, you see what happens. Everybody saw that without us, nothing. All these leaders are afraid. If we enter the street, they're going to be afraid. And changes will start to happen automatically. But look at what is going on. So that is our problem. God has given us all the avenue for us to protest, for us to enter the street, but nothing is happening. That's all I have to say. I don't have any more thing to say. For us to make change, we must take the risk. Thank you.
Thank you. Exactly. For us to effect change, we all have to take the risk and we all have to do it together. I mean, that is the only way victory is assured at the end of the day. Mr. CM, please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Kachi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Please go ahead.
I hear you, sir. Go ahead.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Your network is not good, Mr. CN, today. What's happening?
Good evening. Oh, dear. Yeah,
okay, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
What? Oh, dear me. What I need to... I'm looking at it from a... That's why I think some time ago I said that I wish this election could be held, say, tomorrow, and then Peter will be sworn in today, so that journey to redemption will start in earnest. You see, I'm just imagining the suffering people go. These are all man-made suffering. From the interview we all listened to, say they said the fuel is high enough in Nigeria. It's already with record Nigeria. It's no longer outside. The fuel is with Nigeria. So why are people suffering? Why are they paying high price? Because the corruption is making it impossible to be distributed. Look at the chap body going to private owners of gas. Is it not gas tank, oil tank with all the fuel, thing like that? Why? Why can't any APC directly to where it should be? This is you see, I believe the Labour Party, they are looking into all these things. Once they challenge P2B will carry on his shoulder. All these things has to stop. We are just suffering not because the fuel is not available. The fuel is there in Nigeria. Just because of putting up price here and there from one corner to the other, they will make billions out of it. And that's why they are suffering people. Just to hold the petrol and see what it could be. Maybe by when they get to December, they start telling you, oh, it has, because of, they are just suffering Nigerians, and I don't know why. To be honest with you, I feel that at times, we may urge Nigerians to come on the street and then show their anger and really deal with the situation. But some are hungry. Where will they start? I just want, sometimes I wonder, even when they said we have a president, where is the president? Where is it? Nothing is happening. We are a country in which the president is the minister for petroleum, yet you can't see petrol to buy. Even at that queuing, you have for 24 hours from morning till night, and the next day, it fuel everywhere. It's really. That's why sometimes I pity P2B. I hope he knows the enormity of the problem he's getting into, but because of the people have on him, and then the not just him, the whole world, people are looking upon him now as Jesus Christ, though he is not. He should be the savior. When he comes in, he has a lot of things to tackle, and I know he must have been thinking about it sleepless night. After all, he's in Nigeria and he's seeing what is happening. This leadership, our prayer is this should be the last time any country under the sun will experience the type of administration in Nigeria. Like I said, P2B is the corn that we've planted. We want to harvest that corn, but the weed must give way. That's why there are that off without waking up, so that the youth will rise. Thank you very much. I think my internet is very poor this evening. I
Thank
don't know
you.
why. Thank you,
Mr.
Kachi.
Thank you. Thank you. It happens. Some days are like that. We do hope that you fix that and come back to our show again tomorrow. Thank you once again, Mr. CM, and to everyone who has contributed. I want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Kingsley. Thank you so much, Mr. Kingsley, for the super chat. God bless you and your pocket. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. We're going to go straight to Mr. Chooks. Mr. Chooks,
Is
please talk to
Orlando
us.
available now?
Okay, Orlando, can you hear me now, please? Are you available for us?
Okay, she's not available. Go to the next person.
Mr. Chooks, please talk to us.
Yeah, I'm available.
Okay, she's there. Okay, good.
I'm available.
Orlando,
I can hear you all. Can you hear me?
we can hear you now. Yes. Go ahead, Orlando.
All right. I think there's a little bit of delay. That's why you're thinking you can't hear me. All right. We're talking about scarcity, and that's what I have to say. Yeah. Right about now, according to IPMAN, because a lot of people are asking questions of why do we have current fuel scarcity and unavailable, and this is because they said they are experiencing difficulty in accessing foreign exchange by marketers. You know, when we talk about the Minister of Petroleum, I have a very serious question to ask. Ever since President Muhammadu Buhari became the Minister of Petroleum, what is that big change, or what is that thing that he has done in that sector, which is the main the worst part is that this man is occupying two major roles in the country, being a president of Nigeria and also handling the revenue, what's the main thing that generates money into the pocket of Nigerians, into the pocket of the country, I beg your pardon. And I asked myself, okay, even if you're not doing well in being a president, maybe the country is too big for you to handle. As to do ministering petroleum department that you are administering. But ever since the man came on board, I remember when he protested, when Goodluck Jonathan, I think that was in 2015, so yeah, when he protested against Goodluck Ebele Jonathan when he was still on seat. I think that protest was alongside another politician. I think is it Festus Kayama? I can't remember the politicians that joined him in that protest that day, on how Goodluck Ebele Jonathan wanted to remove subsidy. That part, I remember that period. That was during Christmas period. I was supposed to travel, and due to fuel scarcity, I could not make it. He protested. But right now, you see, that's why it's very difficult. You shouldn't sit from outside the box and judge people until you get into that box and see what is being done and how it is being done before you judge people. You said Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was everything negative, that he's squandering money, remove subsidy, blah 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 blah, this one. Now they've handed it over to you to now minister the petroleum policies and money for the country. The only thing that you've ever done for this country is to put us in debt upon debt upon debt that we cannot even pay. I tell people sometimes, I really, just like the last speaker, yeah, P2B, I pray he's not overwhelmed by what he's getting, what he will get when he becomes the president of this country. That when he's now overwhelmed by it, that's much expectation that we are expecting from him. That great expectation that we have from him, it will not look like he disappointed us. Because the truth is, I keep telling people, yeah, I support P2B with my whole body and my whole soul, but I am scared for that man. I am scared that he's inheriting a lot of 4 years will not even be enough. Years will not even be enough for him to correct. And remember, he gets seats. It is how well he has performed. That unlike, you know, the US that have midterm elections where sometimes you have to revote this person again. It's not done in Nigeria. I really wish we can do it where after 2 years we have this midterm election where we have to certify that this person is doing well. I think it will help build up our economy, because you have 2 years to prove to the people that you're doing well. You have 2 years to prove to the people that you need to be re-elected, because unlike these ones that we have years of in their head. Okay, let me use Edo State as an example. 4 years he came in, everybody was clamoring for him. Oh, and then what happened between APC and PDP happened, and then he came back second term. Second term, most times they are not doing any damn thing in their second term office. Nothing. So to me, I just pray that at the end of the day, I think we're over 1.7 trillion or 1.7 something trillion debt right now as a country. And you can imagine the people you're owing, the countries you've gone to borrow money from. How will they get their money back? How do they intend getting their money back? We are having scarcity of petroleum. They are going to open oil well. Is it drilling this thing in Bauchi State? The ones that you have here in Port Harcourt, how many oil wells are working? That we are refining our own oil here in Nigeria and making our own money. Instead of after doing it, you send it abroad and then bring the money you use in sending it abroad. Aren't you supposed to fix the refinery so that at least, even if we're not meeting up to OPEC demand, we're going to try small to get money from our natural resources. Now they've commissioned that one. They commissioned it out of jealousy, because it's like, I remember when that thing was happening, they were like, there's no oil in Kaduna. They allocated a huge amount of money to go and discover oil in the north. And then it caused a very big problem. And then the host communities in the southern region of the country were to get 10% of the money, I think so, 10% of the money or 5% of the money. And they were like, how will a host community that this natural resources is coming out from their own? It's just like somebody coming into your house to find gold and making money out of that thing, making maybe like 1 million naira. The person is telling you is going to give you 5% out of 1 million naira, whereas you are the owner of whatever resources that is generating that amount of money. Out of greed, you felt like, oh, it's not only in the south that we should be finding oil. Let's spend money and discover oil in the north. You've discovered oil in the north. Good and fine. How many billions of nairas were spent into discovering oil in the north? All because you want to feel like, oh, the northerners also have oil.
Okay.
In the north. So my own prayer is, at the end of the day, I pray the duties that we fall on the shoulders of P2B will not overwhelm that man, and then everybody is going to be disappointed, and then the opposition party will keep saying, Shebina them, they shout P2B now, see he can't do anything. Because trust me, between me and you, APC, PDP will make Nigeria uncomfortable to rule when he becomes the president. Take it from me. And I hope he's ready to fight them.
Thank you.
That's the truth. In as much as we are clamoring for, I just hope that at the end of the day, we are able to remove those APC people that are in the National Assembly, so that he can really would benefit us in this country.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Orlando, for that wonderful submission of yours. Thank you. Great points. You hit the nail on the head. Thank you very much.
Kashi, before you move on, Kashi, let me quickly correct what Orlando said, and we also have a caller right here. So, caller, please just hold on. Orlando said that Nigeria is currently on 1 point something trillion debt. Yes, no, we are way above that. As of today, we are more than 23 trillion naira, which is 63.24 billion dollars debt and still counting. Okay, all right. I will have a caller right here. Good evening to you, Elni. Thanks very much for joining us. How are you doing today?
I quoted these statistics the last time I read about the debt that we are owing. So you can see it keeps on increasing every day.
Exactly, Orlando. You're right. Exactly. All right, Elmi, thanks very much for your time. Please go ahead, talk to us. Good evening to you once again.
Well, it's good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm not really sure what you guys are talking about, but I just want to contribute. I just saw what my colleague, Peter Obi, it's too small for Tinubu. Okay, I just want to say.
FFK. I'm not sure if you know who is FFK. Fani Kayode, do you know him?
That one, he's a mad dog.
Okay, good. So good. So that's what we're talking about. So you can just focus on that, and the current fuel scarcity in Nigeria as well.
Oh, forget. I just want to greet my fire ladies. Ms. Rita, Kachi. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly.
Yeah.
Mr. T, Orlando, Chimobi, Mr. Kel, Mr. CM. Oh, Mr. CM always have internet problems. I'm not sure why. Chooks, Obi, something, Mr. Samuel, everybody. I just want to say a shout out and people in the comment section. So last time when I called, I see people saying something. I don't know why people like to say something about what somebody said. Yeah, when I called, I said, well, my parents are Nigerian. I am not a Nigerian. Yeah, it is me. I decided to, and choose what I want to be. If you do not have a Nigerian passport, you cannot say you're a Nigerian. That's by the way. So I was just watching the videos. It's kind of funny how they said no manifesto, no town hall, no debate. So if you guys look carefully, you see that the same day they said Tinubu is gonna go out for his international conference or whatever, is the same day that debate is holding, in Lagos or maybe Abuja. I'm not really sure where it is. So it's just all a strategy. Like if you saying that no manifesto, no debate. So why is he traveling? Why is he gonna travel on the same day of the debate? So these people, they are just scared of a bee, So I think I was watching one interview today. There was a guy in London. They were interviewing him. He's an APC guy, and they were like, "Oh, what is Tinubu coming to do in London? Like, what is he coming to talk about?" The guy could not even answer. I was like, "Oh my gosh, what a disgrace!" So it is really, really fun. These APC people, like you all say, they don't have anything to offer to Nigerians. So this is why I still see people in London, I see people in America, what we call it Canada, like Europe. Why are you supporting APC? Why are you? Like, are you guys okay? Like, you have life, you have your car, you have food to eat, you have good water to drink, your kids are in school for free, and then we have kids in Nigeria, like over 20 million are out of school. We have people in tertiary session, which is like a university or we call it college over here. They haven't been in school for the past 8 months, just went back. And you are telling me that I should still vote for an APC government or a PDP? No, that is wrong. I'm so angry with our people because I know there's an Igbo lady who is so clamoring for what's his name, for Tinubu, just because she has an illegal business in Lagos. So she like, oh, I want Tinubu to win because I want to do my business. Ma'am, all your kids are in America and you have the guts to be saying stuff like that. So this is the thing, like they say, show me your friend and I will tell you who you are. So when they say Tinubu is a con man, they're right. That's what he does, Well, people in Chicago, they know about it. Yeah, they know that. So these APC people, like I said, they don't know what they're doing. And for this the fuel scarcity thing, I think they do that on purpose because like every December, it's always a problem. Yeah, I think that they're just like playing games with it. But my thing is, like the last time when I called, I said, I'm so scared of this election, and I'm still scared of it. To be honest, I don't know why. Yeah, but I don't know.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you, Elmi. Thank you very much for your contribution. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, my people. I was having another call, but we lost that caller right now, so we need to have someone else to talk to us because we have another segment. Kashi, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Mr. Niger.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Chooks, please talk to us. After Mr. Chooks, we move straight to Mr. Samuel and Mr. Kel. Mr. Chooks, please.
Yeah, thank you once again. I want to talk on INEC. You say INEC has come out to tell us, they told us that they're gonna replace whatever happened, and the journalists, they never ask him why is it that those who registered since January have not gotten their PVC. That is an important question. If you are capable of replacing whatever that damages, including the PVC that are in the station that got burnt, how is it that you have not given people their PVCs, and you're talking about replacing the one that got lost? That question, it baffles me. It baffles me, and it shows that we are not taking all these things serious. I said it yesterday that if we're dreaming of using a ID card in place of PVC for those who this didn't get to, Mike Guinea has said today that it's constitutional something. So it's only court that can say, hey, you can do this, So coming to Adeleke, yeah, I hope what he's doing is in the good interest of Osun people, because we've seen Hope Uzodinma destroy the things about Hope Uzodinma and the other governor before him. All these things are. It's time. If time will tell if he's doing that in good faith or he just want to take glory, for nothing. Because it has happened before, and it keep happening, and we are hailing him now that he's doing the right thing. I remember when I think Emeki Hedioha was doing that. Imo people were hailing him. You see, Nigeria is a scam. We need to start questioning these people. Even all this destroying properties, instead of converting it to the use of the people. I'm seriously worried about all this. So it's kind of going round and round and round and round, and we are not talking. We just I can't get this. The people have to say what they want. Look at Tinubu telling us that he's gonna without this thing, he is coming to England to say what. I hope they give him that opportunity. We see how he's gonna goof from time to time, because in Oxford, nobody is gonna stand on his back to tell him when he's talking nonsense. He is gonna come here and actually let everybody see who he is. I hope he comes and they allow him to talk. That's all I got to say. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Chooks, for your wonderful contribution right there. Let's move straight to Mr. Samuel. Mr. Samuel, please talk to us in 3 minutes.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Hello?
Mr. Samuel, go ahead. We can hear you. Good evening to you, sir.
All right. All protocol duly observed. My submission with regards to this, I think many things have been said about the fuel scarcity and a lot of others, but the one that I think I really have a little interest in is the case where Buhari said that he's promising Nigeria free and fair election. I think, to me, that is an insult to Nigerians. It's an absolute insult in the sense that Buhari is admitting indirectly to the fact that election in Nigeria is not free and fair. Because for you to say you want to give Nigeria a free and fair election, that is an error. Is he supposed to say, I will give you free and fair election? What is the essence of democracy? What is the essence of constitutional provisions? It is the right of the citizens to have free and fair election guided by the Constitution and the tenets of democracy. It is not the presidency to tell us, I will give you. Have you ever heard the president of America telling Americans, I will give you free and fair election? Because they know it is provided by the Constitution and protected by democracy, because that is a nation that practices that. So indirectly, I think we need to critically look at some statements these politicians say to show you that they are indicting themselves. That shows that the election has not been free and fair. And it also is an indication that there could be a tendency that this election, they don't want it to be free and fair, because I wonder if Buhari is coming to give us a promise, which we know he gave us a promise of change. And what did we get? It's only going to be gullible Nigerians that are still voting or campaigning for people like Tinubu and Atiku, who are going to believe that Buhari wants to give us a free and fair election as he is claiming. I think Nigerians should get to a point to realize that you don't take anything people who have destroyed and consistently deceived and consistently subjugated our collective interests to tell us what it. The only thing is this, my own stand is, I want that election to come February. Whether they give us free and fair or not, let it come. That's just what I want, so that we know that Nigeria will decide if it wants to continue or not. Let it come. But the only thing is, Nigerians are going to be peaceful and they're going to campaign aggressively for their own candidate. Then let the politicians act the way they wish. There is always a time that enough is enough. Because I think Nigerians, we are going to do our best to make sure we get the right one. But if they want to rig it, let it be done, so that Nigerians will find it. Because that, I think this 2023 is the boundary of whether Nigeria really means to be Nigerian.
Thank you very much, Mr. Samuel. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We have a last video we need to quickly show after Mr. Kell, so that we are working with time. Thank you. Mr. Kell, you're the next. Please talk to us in 3 minutes.
Yeah, Niger Wash.
Good evening,
Good
sir.
evening.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Kashi, God bless you. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing well, sir. Thank you. God bless you too.
Yes. Niger Wash and your team, thank you very much for the good work you're doing.
God bless you, sir.
You never can tell how far your voice and your platform has gone and how far it has benefited the obedient movement. All right. I just want to pass this information. I don't know. Have you heard about the new Obidati app that
no.
Created structure of obedience in all the polling units in Nigeria?
No, I'm not.
Not yet.
Okay.
We'll check it out.
Okay. Go to type in Google Obidati.
You need to send us the link. You need to send us the link to our WhatsApp number, sir, so that we can verify and go and check it. Okay. Then yes. Let me put the number.
Okay, so it was launched last week.
Okay.
I was in this space where I know this guy Valentine Ozibo. It was launched. Now that app is called obidati.support, right? It's an app. Inside that app, when you log into that app, it will give you space to put in your state. From the state, you come to drop down your local government. From the local government, you drop down to your community. From the community, you come down to your polling center. Now, that has structured every polling center or unit in Nigeria. And when you get into that app, it will get you into your polling unit town hall. Now you begin to meet members of your community, people that will vote and man that particular unit. It can also go through ward, it can also go through town, it can also go through state. Now, and when you get into that space, now you begin to hold meetings how you guys want to strategize, because this election will be won by strategy. This election is going to be won by strategy. When I log in, I could see my community, I could see my village, I could see people that attended the same primary school with me. We are all in that space discussing what will happen, who will man what and what are needed, and we are giving ideas, we are giving monetary support, because it is time to put in your energy and your money where your mouth is. You know, so let's do more. We visit that, and so that we can look at it, and then come into this platform, and then rough ideas how we can help some. You can see some polling units or some communities that are lacking in finance or lacking in planning. We can also, from there, we'll look at how we can support.
All right,
how
Mr.
we can
Kel,
support.
it would be nice you send the app to our WhatsApp, like I said before, so we can study it. Thank you very much.
If I send it into your WhatsApp, it will flag it as a link.
No. Don't send it to the group. Send it to this WhatsApp. Send it as a direct message. Don't send it to the group.
Okay, so this profile, let me see.
Yeah, just send it as a message.
All right, thank you, Mr. Kel. Thank you very much for that very vital information right there. Please send us the link and we'll check it out. And if it's verified, we'll bring it out here to everyone. Like you know, Ninja Watch, we only bring out verified information to our viewers. Thank you once again to everyone who has contributed so far. God bless you all for taking time out to do this. We're going to be taking our last video and some reactions so we can be giving our closing remark for
so,
today.
Kachi, this last video, we only have 2 minutes round, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, that's fine. We only have 2 minutes since we'll be giving our closing remark. Thank you, guys. Let's take this video on. It has been said that Tinubu has decided to travel for a tour abroad to talk to Nigerians about his vision on how he's going to rule Nigerians if he eventually emerges as the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We're going to just take 2 minutes and we'll start talking. Thank you once again, guys.
Presidential Campaign Organization says the use of a photograph of former Cross Rivers Governor Donald Duke in a documentary to portray young Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the All Progressives Congress, again confirms the dishonesty of the ruling party's presidential campaign. In a statement by the spokesperson of the Presidential Campaign Council, Kola Olabodinho, the main opposition party affirms that their action further questions the personal integrity of the APC presidential candidate. Olabodinho is therefore counseling Tinubu to apologize to Nigerians, saying that citizens are, quote, miffed by the reported disingenuous use of Donald Duke's picture, end quote.
Well, the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Tinubu, is set to embark on foreign trips to meet with global leaders. In a series of tweets by the APC Presidential Campaign Council, Tinubu will travel to the British capital, London, United States, France, and key European Union member states to share his vision and plans for Nigeria. He will leave by December 4 and is expected to return to Nigeria by December 12 to continue his campaign rallies.
Okay, I'm just going to stop that right there. The first one right there shows that Tinubu used a picture of Donald Duke when he was a younger person, and Donald Duke is actually requesting for an apology back. And
No,
now,
but why did they have to use that picture at all to claim that was Tinubu when he was young? Why? Tinubu don't know a picture. Eh? Why will be this one again? He don't know a picture.
it's a Niger Watch. Thank you.
Please hold on. I have a caller here. Let's take this call so that we can start talking about this. I don't understand. Why must they use someone else's picture? Kashi, you don't know your picture where you did. I don't understand these people. They are doing everything possible to deceive Nigerians. It's something else. Please call on the next person. We lost this call.
All right, no problem. I just want to take like 3 reactions here from Nigerians. And the first person here says that your master hasn't spoken to Nigerians in Nigeria and hasn't appeared for any television interview or town hall meeting, but he is traveling to speak to the world leaders. Just tell Nigerians what is going, that is going for medical checkup. Okay, the next one here says that, wait, so Tinubu can travel to London but cannot appear at a town hall meeting in Nigeria where he actually resides? Okay, the next one here says that let's take the next one here. Sorry, guys. I have to make sure that we don't take the very long one so we can start talking. Tinubu should go and address the UK Parliament. He is going for medical treatment. He can't stand by himself. Who is fooling who? The man is sick. Okay, guys, that's all the
Okay,
reactions.
I have a caller back here again, Kashi.
Okay.
Oh God, I don't understand. This person have the calling, and I lost him again. Please just give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Ebuka. You keep cutting the phone. Go ahead, sir. You have 1 minute with your contribution. We are running right now.
Okay. What I want to say is that Nigeria as large, the politicians that we have, this present government is occultic government. And anything that makes us to miss this opportunity that is coming, my brother, mark to this date. Today's date is 30. There will be a lot of bloodshed because there will, as in so much killing will be much. There will be much killing, but I pray, let there be victory for party. Because look, please, I'm coming. Have you ever imagined why did P2B choose that Labour Party? Have you one day think about it? Because I believe there are a lot of political parties that he can went to. But for me, there is something that directs him to that place. Because if you look very well, please, I'm sorry. If you look very well in Bible, Jesus Christ said, "Where 2 or 3 are gathered," He said, "I'm there in their midst." Because I believe the whole party that we have in Nigeria, Christ did not dwell in broom. He did not dwell in umbrella. But He said, "Where 2 or 3 are gathered." Okay. My brother, let me give you assurance. There is victory.
Yes.
Mark my word, there is victory.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. Thank you. Our brother said there's victory, and I believe so much on that by this collective effort that we all are already putting into this. So it's a wonderful thing. Thank you very much, my people. Fortunately, we're rounding up now with 2 minutes to everyone. Kashi, over back to you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ninja Watch. I know a lot of people are reacting as to if Tinubu not know in picture when it's small, and if he has not been able to address Nigerians in Nigeria, what is it going to say to Nigerians abroad? We're going to be rounding up on that note. Please, 2 minutes, guys, and stay true to your 2 minutes. Thank you. And we're going to kickstart with Orlando. Orlando, please, you have just 2 minutes to make your final submission. Thank you.
Okay, Orlando
is not available. We're going to go straight to Mr. T. Mr. T, please stay true to your 2 minutes. Thank you. Okay, Mr. T is also not available, and we're going to go straight to Mr. Chimobi. Mr. Chimobi, please talk to us in 2 minutes.
Thank you so much, Kachi. Thank you. For the, I will say this, for Donald Duke that came out to complain, he saw this before now. Why was he not complaining before? That is the question he needs to answer Nigerians. Why coming out now to come and complain this? This documentary was not done today or yesterday that he started to complain this. It has been done a long time ago, but he kept quiet. And now, because this man is contesting for this office, Donald Duke is coming out to say this. If Donald Duke has complained before, I believe Nigeria would have held Tinubu accountable. But him coming out now to start saying this, people will be saying it as if it's just because he's not supporting Jagaban. So he's coming out too late. But Nigerians know, we know the truth. We know that Tinubu lied. He's lying to us. He's lying to us. He's a drug trafficker, confirmed, and he was caught. He's lying to us because he has no certificate. The name he has in his certificate is not the name he's answering. He lies to us for his age. He is sick. So Nigerians know that. But my problem is that INEC knows all this. And INEC allowed this man to be registered as a candidate with fake and fraudulent, certificates. That is where I question this coming election. Because if INEC is doing good to Nigerians, Tinubu will not qualify to win APC presidential election. That is the fact. So the same way Bubu did, that is the same way he's doing today. And we are not, we are not aggressive the way we're supposed to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chimobi. Thank you very much for that wonderful submission of yours. Let's move straight to Mr. Chooks, if you are available, please. Mr. Chooks, please talk to us in 2 minutes.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna talk about the scarcity of petrol. I say, sometimes I feel like not feeling a pity for Nigerians, and for obvious reason is this. In other countries, when celebration seasons comes on, what happens is people reduce prices just to make everybody happy. But in Nigeria, is the reverse. All they do is hike prices and all that. It's the same thing. This is a deal they are doing. They just want the independent marketers to be rich, and the petrol stations to be rich. That's what they're doing, and nobody is shouting, nobody is complaining. I mean, it's so annoying that we pretend as if we are suffering, but in actual sense, we're suffering and smiling. So it's been part of Nigerians, and hence they don't take action. What can I do from here? I don't have pity for them. If they like, let them sleep 3 days on the petrol station, because with this kind of a thing, that time you're wasting on the petrol station, all of you should have done tools from every angle. You don't get this. How do they come up to say that the president is the petroleum minister? How? In which country is this being done? One of the most important thing that keep the economy of the nation moving, and the president, who is overseeing everything that is done in Nigeria, has this same portfolio, and nobody's talking. It doesn't. Nigeria is just I don't know how. It's a gangster paradise. Let me put it that way. Everybody does what they want, and nothing happens. That is the problem we're facing. You see that young man complaining, "Oh, add more money so that I buy it and get away." We are used to this, and that is why I am not. I keep telling. All right, then. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chooks, for your submission right there. Let's move straight to Mr. Samuel. Mr. Samuel, please, 2 minutes. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening. I want to say that it goes to show what I said initially, that Peter Obi and Tinubu are incomparable in any sense, in any way. For Peter Obi is far, far beyond Tinubu in terms of integrity. How, just like Mr. Niger Watch said, how can you not know your picture, for goodness sake? What kind of a person, what kind of a character? Sometimes it baffles me that even the Yorubas who present a candidate like Tinubu. Sincerely speaking, this is a national a tribal embarrassment. Nothing is certain about this man. And that is the character. I think the pedigree of the Yorubas are really going low. Look, they've always had quality representations in the national polity. We talk about the likes of Obasanjo, talk about the likes of Abiola. I mean, great quality representations. But not Tinubu and the Yorubas. I wonder how they want to clamor around this. But if it was Osibanjo, I think that would have been a better person. But this is outrightly no. He shouldn't even please, I beg him, he should never mention Obi's name. For goodness sake, the man is just too dirty for me for a representation.
Thank
Should
you.
never. So that's just it. Donald, whether it is he didn't say it or earlier or not, though it could be for a reason. The important thing is that at least he has said it, and we have known that this man, nothing is certain about him, nothing is sure. So that is a clear-cut indication that, man, this is an area of trash. If Nigeria votes and puts and elects a trash, then it means Nigeria wants to ever remain a trash.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Samuel, for that wonderful submission of yours. Peter Obi, in fact, is too clean and no problem. They should not call his name. We like him like that. Thank you very much. Let's move straight to Mr. Kel. Mr. Kel, please talk to us in 2 minutes.
Yeah, Kashi, thank you once again. I've sent the link into the chat.
Yes, we've seen it.
Okay. So, what I'm saying is that let's all double our efforts. We're going to win it. Every indication shows that Obi is too small to Tinubu when it comes to corruption. As my brother said, when it comes to lying, Obi is too small. He doesn't know how to lie. When it comes to embezzling government property, Obi is too small. He doesn't know. He's a mugu on that area. He doesn't know how to do that. We as Nigerians who have seen who we want, the kind of leadership we want, we find that in it. And our responsibility is to do everything to put him in there. You can see that APC and PDP, they don't come on social media much to talk, but they are on the ground and strategize how to rig the election. Now, when we go into these town halls, find our polling units, find our villages, and begin to meet with people, they will begin to strategize how to counter them when they want to rig. You see some community discussing if they found an underage voter coming to vote, what would they do? If they see some money bags coming to share money in the day of election, what would they do? So let's get involved. We are going to march these people action to action,
Thank you.
Power to power. And come January, February next year, we'll gather here to throw our champagne.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Kel. That will be all the submission we're taking for today. Thanks to everyone who has contributed. And Mr. Kel, thank you for that very vital information. I personally am going to check out that link and we'll all look at it together. Then we can put it up if we deem it is verified. Thank you once again to everyone who has contributed and to everyone who has super chatted us. Bella Naomi, Mr. Edo Light, Mr. Pansat, Mr. Kinsley, and of course, Alexander Gomez. Thank you guys so much. God bless you all for your continuous love and support to Nigeria Watch. We sincerely appreciate every one of you. And to our panelists who comes out here to educate us, we learn so much from you guys every day. God bless every one of you for coming out to lend your voice. It's not easy, but you guys still come here. Thank you. And of course, our lovely viewers viewing us from all over the globe. You guys are super amazing. Thank you all so much for doing this with us. And to the people on the comment section, thank you guys for always making the comment section very interactive, very lively. We appreciate you all. Now, God will continue to bless you. Now, please join us tomorrow, 10 a.m. Nigerian time for our newspaper headline reviews, and tomorrow, 5 p.m. Nigerian time for our discussion just like this one we are having right now. Labour Party, Peter Obi, Baba Ahmed Dati is whom we're rooting for come 2023 general election. God bless you. My name is Kachi, and this is me saying bye-bye. Thank you all so much for doing this with Nigeria Watch. God bless you. Have an amazing night. Mwah!